lock it in. Yeah, it's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in. Are you ready to be entertained, educated? A little stimulation for your brain. Lock it in. Are you ready to learn? Are you ready to laugh? Are you ready to love? Then lock it in. Lock it in. Yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, lock it in. It's the Joe Lockett Show.
What's up, y'all? It's 10 minutes after the hour. You guys are locked into your favorite eating rap. It's your boy, Joe Lockett. How y'all doing? It's Hump Day in the building. We got the whole family in the house today for a change. Y'all know she is in the building. Denise is here. What's up, baby? She's here. Of course, you know, me and Nephew, we've been hanging out all day long. What up?
They always hang out without me.
Well, you always invited.
Hold on, don't do it like we don't include.
Y'all don't include me. I'm just a guest.
Well, you're a guest when you decide to be a guest, man. When you family, when you decide to be family. Let me just say that. How y'all doing, man? Welcome into the show. What's going on, Joseph? What's going on, Shar? What's going on, Rachel? Be the boss. Reed. What's up, Sue? How y'all doing? Welcome into the Joe Lockett Show. We appreciate you guys for locking in with us today, man. We got a great show lined up for you guys. So we got entertainment news today. I don't even think I want to hear entertainment news because I heard Nephew when he was in the studio today giggling and laughing about something. So entertainment news must not be good.
What you mean?
It must be some. Hey, Chrissy,
it must be amazing.
It must be some bullshit. I'm just being there because there's some stuff that I probably don't want to hear.
It ain't about what you want to hear.
All right,
it's about what it is, Joe.
Okay. Well, y'all, I appreciate everybody for locking in with the Keith and Joe show this morning. That show was great. TikTok, I do apologize. The mic was off because we had like 3 microphones. If you guys see, we had like 3 or 4 microphones that's hanging up there, and I didn't realize the microphones were off. So thank you everybody that was texting me. But what I'm going to do next week on that show, I'm going to have cameras facing here like with me now. I'm on that show. I'm going to give my TikTok people the same thing. I'm going to let you guys see me so I can see all y'all guys' comments, so I can read your comments. So next week I'm going to change that. So if you want to watch the Keith and Joe show next week, make sure if you're tuning in on TikTok, go ahead and tune in there because I'm going to have the camera closer to me where you guys can actually see me and I can read your comments. Because I did not like, my peeps was texting me and trying to call me. Everybody I love y'all, man, because they was actually like, when I got on my thing, people were like, hey, the sound is not working on TikTok. Y'all are like, I love y'all. I'm going to start calling y'all the Locketeers because y'all handle y'all damn business. Y'all like, real talk. The Locketeers, the family, man. Those ladies, it wasn't not one damn dude that hollered at your boy, but I'm going to say, Cleopatra, what's going on, baby? All the ladies out there, man, y'all that called your boy, text you, or inbox me, love y'all. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And just for that, you put me in check. I will have the camera where I can see it in face of me. All right, y'all. We got a lot to get into the show today. It's one of the things I do want to talk about before we get into entertainment news, because I know Nephew ain't going to stop with the bull. But we're going to get into this. Denise is in the building. Ooh, the yams is yamming, y'all. Anyway.
Yams and lost some weight. Go ahead.
That's even better. But anyway, let me say this. Denise, I'm glad you're here because I got to ask this question to the ladies. We're going to talk about it in the show today. If you're a man that you were married to, for however long y'all was married, whether y'all married for 5 years, 3 years, whatever, 10 years, 30 years, and when y'all get on a divorce and he say he wants you to change your name back to your maiden name, but he is somebody of prominence and that makes you that even though after y'all divorce, and he said he wants you to change your last name back. Should he have the right to do that?
No.
Oh, we're gonna talk about it. No. We're gonna talk about that. Why come a man can't get his family name back when he no longer?
Well, my thing is this: he could have just taken my last name, and we wouldn't have to worry about all this.
What?
No,
what?
there are men who
I know it's on and do that.
Well, I said like this before you. Anyway, we're going to get into that, huh?
And how they found out was when he
and
his
Tams.
wife got divorced. They called his name in roll call, and they thought they had.
Why do these women want to keep an ex-husband last name?
I wonder how that went.
Well, I think when you have a prominent last name like Jordan, Pippen, Gates. You know what I'm saying?
Not just that.
It's just
the
that.
simple fact that with women, we go through when we change our last name, we go through everything. We have to change it here and here and here and here. So you really think I'm finna go through all that again for a last name?
Well, my whole thing is don't change it.
So you would be okay with me?
I don't give a damn. You my wife.
And
yeah,
me
I'm cool.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm good. I'm a C. So
yeah, I wouldn't care.
I'd rather you just come over to get my last name anyway.
Nobody got to change their last name.
I mean, that's fine.
You could be my wife without a change of. Because you changed my last name, doesn't mean you're not gonna cheat or you're not gonna be my, not gonna be. So I don't care if you change your last name or not.
Me personally,
those things I
don't care either. However, if I were to change my last name, it's gonna be that period because I don't want to have to go back down to Social Security. And
so your last name now is
C.
But I'm saying, is that yours or that's your ex-husband?
I've never been married.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I know. I was just being funny.
You know what? And you saw how nice he said freaking.
I really been funny.
No,
we work for it. What you mean y'all work for
that
it?
part.
How the hell y'all work for my last name?
And we put in a lot of work for that. Again, it's not simple for us. It's just like a wedding dress.
That's like saying, okay, I have a baby, but now we get a divorce. You can't get a baby back. You didn't work for it. But you didn't work for it. I mean, that's just part of it. Give me my name back.
Baby back to the.
No, but you can't give it back to them because that's your baby. The baby ain't going back. So
he always
the baby can go back to the daddy.
Kids.
The baby can go right back to the daddy because that's where he came from.
Well, give me the daddy. Give me the baby. I keep it.
Go ahead, but can I claim on my
taxes? Hell no. If I'm keeping the baby, you ain't claiming nothing. So if you want to get married, how do you go about your new husband's feelings? You don't. Women don't care.
What you mean? What do you mean?
I think some women. Well, anyway, we're gonna get into that a little bit later on in the show, y'all. We go through a lot to change over names. Y'all keep acting. But hold on. The only thing y'all do is change your driver's license. You don't change your birth certificate.
That's not it. You change a lot. Like you go through changing a lot of stuff.
No, but hold on.
If you have a passport,
okay, but can I say this?
Have to be
but can I say this? Y'all go through that cause. Well, I don't know about the men.
Because we hope that this is us for the rest of our life.
Okay, but
we take on our husband.
Okay, so can I ask this question because I don't know the answer.
To be the head of the household, we allow.
I'm still the head of the household. Why do you keep your last name?
My point is, we pretty much whatever that husband. This is who we follow. So we do this.
But why?
Out of I personally, let me say I would do it or change my last name if I were to get married. Out of respect, if my husband want me to change my last name, that's what I'm gonna do. However, I'm not about to go through all that trying to unchange it. That's my own word. Okay, I'm not about to do that crap.
Because my first wife. She ain't changed. She ain't changed her first name.
Your first wife, your second wife, your third
wife.
Because
but hold on, I did. Well, hold on. When I told her, that's up to you. Because I really don't give a damn about somebody having my last name.
The question is, the question was, would you change it back? It is the question. Is not.
Okay, no, but
moving the goalpost.
So the question is, should a man be able to tell a woman he don't want you to have his last name?
No.
Well, damn it, I ain't getting no woman my last name. Then.
Oh my
Turner
God.
Is my last name. Turner. Especially when if
if I get married to a woman, I can tell a woman I want to marry you, but I don't want you to have my last name.
And that's okay.
Okay, well,
that
we
way
gonna
you
do.
don't have to worry
I don't
about.
think we're gonna get it off like you all.
No, but hold on. So if I don't want you to ever have my last name, right? Well, I love you, but you ain't got to change it. I don't want you to have my last name.
And that's fine, but a lot of men want their last name, the woman's last name to be theirs. Now it goes back to when we were talking about the prenups. Okay, so this is the deal. You know how now all of a sudden you want me to change my last name? That's how ugly it get. Because personally, why does a man care if you guys still have their last name or not?
I don't.
Okay, so
well, my kids would be different, but the woman I could give a damn.
Especially if we have children together, we all having that same last name. We all gonna have it.
No.
Yeah, we
no.
Yes, we will.
My name gonna stay the same, and yours can stay what it is. But if it's a boy, yeah, he gonna carry daddy.
What?
He gonna carry. If it's a boy, he gonna carry daddy.
Do it matter?
Hold on. But he's still gonna be your child, so that should even matter, right? It's not gonna change the fact that he's your child if you don't have your last name.
Ooh.
Hold on, you're right. But at the end of the day, that's blood. Your ass ain't blood.
Possible.
No, your ass, my wife ain't blood. You know what I'm saying? You married into the family. That was born into the family. That's different for me.
You see how he just changed that up,
yeah, he did. He did.
Hey.
You're a slick ninja.
Hey, I think of stuff on the fly because you ain't finna get me.
I
said your ass. Cause see, I married you, but my child, that's from God. So yeah, I want my son to have my last
That's
name.
real sad.
But you, you can. No, you ain't gotta have my last name.
You know what? I don't want your last name.
Look,
Thank you. Huh?
You're welcome.
we
But okay, but anyway, it's so much more I want to get into that when we talk about that. Also, what nephew?
No. Go ahead, because y'all already on subject of what I'm finna pull up, so it's all good. Go ahead, do what you gotta do.
All right, we got a lot of more stuff to get into. Denise is in the building. Let's get into entertainment news. Let's go.
All right, I got you. We go ahead and get into this entertainment.
Cakes, I can see the kids having it, but once divorced, just move on, ladies.
But it is
On
moving
with
on.
cake. On
You're
with cake.
moving on. You're just not changing your last name. You go through so much changing things to your work, bank accounts, like all that stuff. You're changing your last name. Personally,
Okay, so-
I feel like this. If it doesn't matter, then let it go.
It don't matter.
Like,
It don't matter.
right.
It don't matter to me.
It-
But some men, it does matter.
And if
Some men it does.
if it matters to that man, oh well. Like, you gonna pay me to change my name back and change everything else around? Because we do. When women
Hey, Lady
change our
J.
last name, that's changing everything. Because you can't have this Michael. You can't have Cox over here and Davis over here. We go through pure hell.
If you decide to change your last name, I understand that you got to change everything. So I would tell my wife, don't change nothing.
right, and
We
and we'll
good.
be good. But
Yeah.
if I change everything, I don't feel that it's right or fair that I got to go through all this just to change it again. I mean, why? And it's not about just moving on. Okay, I have moved on, but that mean I got to go back through all of that.
No, I don't.
It's not about. I mean, people move on.
Well, I would
my
say
mom
this.
and dad were married for 21
I would
years.
pay for the woman if she says my last name. I would pay for her to make sure whatever she got to do, I would pay for her.
It's just going through the little motion.
Well,
my
whatever.
mom
You know,
had my
I
dad's
hire
last
somebody.
name.
I hire somebody,
And that's fine.
and to go ahead and
But
take
if
it
it's that
because
serious,
here's the thing I could do. What I would do
Sounds like
I know
Turner.
this can be done. Right? Get me a lawyer. Hey, to get her last name changed. Hey, we're gonna pay for it. You take care of everything that she got, bank accounts, passports, whatever. I'll
And
pay
I'm
for
good
it
with that.
and get everything changed back to her last name. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand that you don't want to have to go run around and go take time. I
Because it
get
is
that.
time.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. So I
time-consuming.
pay for that.
But it doesn't mean that nobody move on. Like, it's not even about that. I mean, I know for me, maybe someone who's saying that it may be that they don't want to move on because of it. For me,
$500,000 to
I'm
change
okay.
your name, Christy. What the hell you talking about?
it depends on it. When I say, you know how, when it comes to government crap, it's changing a lot. And then when they start doing the tag thing,
Uh-huh.
like, well, your license say this, so this have to be this, and people weren't getting their tags. Like, it's just crazy. We change a lot. We change a lot.
Yeah, see, if I ever get married again, baby,
Now,
don't
if I ever
change your
got
name.
married,
Don't change your name, baby.
I really don't. I don't care.
No, if I ever get married
if
again.
he want me to,
No,
I will.
but no, I don't want her to because that's too much.
I said he. If
Yeah.
my future ex-husband want me to change my last name,
Yeah,
I will change
I would
it
tell him
out of
don't
the
do it.
respect for my husband, because I don't plan on going nowhere. However, if just so happen we get a divorce, then I'm gonna be what I am.
That's fine.
And if I get married again, then I'll change it. But it's not hurting me. Who is it hurting?
I don't know, but let's get into entertainment news. Let's go.
Go ahead.
Alrighty.
My bad.
First off with entertainment news, Chance the Rapper is a single man now. Apparently, Chance the Rapper is divorcing his wife,
So he's not single yet.
Kristen Corley.
I've learned he's not single yet.
So that means he's not single yet. Either way, they look like they called in the quits after 5 years. The statement says, "We are saddened to report that Chance the Rapper and his wife, Miss Christine, have decided to go their separate ways." In a statement on her Instagram post, and let me read her Instagram post real
Wonder if
quick.
that prenup.
I wonder if they. I wonder if she changed her name. I wonder if she
Changed her
changed her
last
name.
name?
I don't know. I think she did. All right, let me see. This is her statement off of her Instagram post. Her statement off her Instagram post says, "After a period of separation, the two of us have arrived at a decision to part ways. We came to this decision amicably." Amicably? Amicably. Oh, crap. And with gratitude for the time we spent together, God has blessed us with two beautiful daughters who will continue to raise, I guess she meant raise together. We kindly ask for privacy and respect as we navigate this transition. Thank you, from Chance and Christine. What's y'all thoughts on this?
Shar prenup and how much child support she finna get.
Oh,
That's really what it's
Shar
gonna be.
said her grandson is good friends with Chance the Rapper.
Word.
Can she hook me up?
Why would you want to hook up with a man that just got a divorce? Or working on a
First of
divorce?
all,
Well.
he's still married because they're not divorced yet. And
Right.
number two, don't worry about that, bro.
I'm just saying you
don't
want
worry
to.
about that.
You-
All
that's
up in
that's
my
a Kit Kat
personal.
endorsement.
I mean, like,
That's
Well,
a
I'm
Kit
just saying,
Kat
why would I
endorsement.
want to be hooking up with somebody who's
Just going
about-
through a divorce.
I just said hook it up so I can converse. Who said anything?
But why
else,
you
Joe?
want the man hurting right now?
Is he?
And I'm gonna take care of him.
Do we know
Oh,
that?
okay, well that's cool.
I mean, like,
Yeah,
really.
we
And
don't
he's
know that.
probably my height. Probably my height to be tall.
Well, it look like height ain't a thing for him. You can see they tall.
My last
She
name.
taller than him in the picture.
Let me tell you something.
Mrs. Rapper.
A woman would date a short guy if he got money. They'll give a
Whoa,
damn about
stop
your
right
height.
there.
What?
That's not true for all.
Kevin Hart, Jermaine Dupri. What?
Chance the Rapper.
Chance the Rapper.
Let
What?
me say this again. I have dated short. They didn't have money like that, but that confidence is what a woman like. Like he, man.
Well,
Keep
I
going.
yet to see you with a short guy,
Entertainment.
but go ahead.
Yeah, let me
Hi.
keep going. Y'all, ooh, where is this? Good
He
Lord.
come at me. He don't, I think he take out on me what Keisha do to him.
Probably so.
I try
Probably
to be
so.
nice to you.
But no, Keisha just do it in a classy way. You just straight hood with it. That's
And
all.
I was sure listening to Jeezy on my way over here.
Hey.
I love me some Jeezy. Since
Alright.
he's divorced now.
Down south.
Yeah,
said,
he's single.
See,
I just
down
wanna make
south
sure.
said the same thing. I'm telling you,
What?
most women, it's the money.
That's for y'all. Some women, not all. I would date you if you have that confidence and treat me good and look good. You just can't be.
You'll be like somebody what before said. Hey, check yourself. If you ain't, don't put no bass in your voice, if you short and you ain't got no money.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Don't take that bass out your voice. But if you got that money or you land that D right, that's what she said. She said, hey, now you know you can put a little bass in your
Well,
voice.
I will say he did have a little D to him, but not the other two. I mean, I don't know about the other two, but that one.
Okie dokie.
TMI for us.
Yes,
I'm just playing,
TMI.
y'all. I'm just playing.
Next on the docket. It looked
Men
like
don't know women, period.
Look like some law officials over there in California is posing a bill that will make it legal
Yes.
to
I heard
ignore
about that
messages from
earlier.
work.
Yes, I heard about it earlier.
Wait a minute.
But my thing is if
We'll make it legal to ignore messages.
Make it legal.
illegal. So like if your manager calls or texts or whatever, that's like
Yeah,
like do not
ain't
call.
that ain't
this.
gonna pass. That's stupid.
No, well, personally, I look at it like this: call my cell phone if you want to.
But that's not going. I mean, this is what you
You're
just.
not gonna
Listen
get
what that
answers.
dumbass bill just said. You're gonna make a law to make it illegal for you to ignore messages.
No,
from,
making it legal to ignore.
Right,
Or
and you
making
can
it illegal.
actually, they
Why
can
did that need to
actually
be made
fine-
legal?
Because some people, and this is real talk. We were talking about this yesterday. A few coworkers of mine. Your manager, they will call you on your personal
And I won't
time.
answer.
And that's me. I have answered once, and I'm like, hey, I'm showing the house right now. You conflict. Don't do that.
Some folks would.
But some people will,
They'll
and
get
then
a
they
big
get in
penalty off
trouble.
of that.
Okay, but you can penalize. Listen, when I clock out, I'm off work. I don't owe you
Right.
nothing.
That's how you and I think. And
No,
some
that's
others-
no.
That's how it should be. But I'm telling you, Joe, you have those that get upset when you don't.
No, you're stupid for being if you allow a company to do that to you.
He ain't hearing nothing.
That's
I'm
not,
not.
being stupid.
Yeah, it is.
But
If
some
the
people-
company's not paying you and you answer your damn phone, that's on you. If you're afraid you're gonna lose your job, you need to find another place to work. You do
Joe,
not
it's
have to
not
answer
that
your phone.
simple.
It
You
is
know it's not that simple.
It is that
It
Some
is
simple.
not
people
that
it's
simple.
not that simple.
Okay,
You and I will ignore them if they call again. Hey, look, you on my personal time.
I'm not even
Click.
picking up the phone.
But you have some
What's up, Jesus?
employers that hey, if you don't answer your call, it's a problem. So that's not us, but that's
Okay, it's a
someone
problem
else.
for who?
It obviously is a problem for a lot, seeing that they got this.
Okay, so
Yeah,
like I said,
exactly.
y'all better stop being scared of these companies.
what?
I'm not trying to get y'all fired.
Look,
but let me just say
hold
this.
up. Let me go through the bill then. While we are going through hearsay, let's go through the specifics.
It ain't no hearsay. This is common sense.
The bill, AB 2751, was first introduced by Assemblyman Matt Henley and would create a right to disconnect law that guarantees workers uninterrupted personal and family time. The bill aims to set a boundary between work and home life balance that in recent years has been disregarded.
That's
So
stupid.
yeah,
That's
It's stupid.
it's making the point because a lot of these bosses like to
Bruh,
hang their
I'ma be
jobs
honest.
over the contact.
But I'm gonna say it like this, real talk.
especially when you are someone, let's just say a man who's taking care of his family, and it's maybe 4 or 5 kids, and this is all, this is his job. He need this job, and they call him stuff like this is for people like that. That don't mean this man is stupid. That just simply means he's taking care of his kids and his wife. He's he's that great worker to where they know he's a great worker. They're calling him off after hours, and they know he's going to answer because he don't want to lose his job. You have some people that,
Okay.
you have to really look
Okay.
at
His
other
hands
people,
tied.
not just
Okay.
right. Not
Your hands
just
ain't
you.
never tired because you ain't got to pick that phone up.
If you got other
we're not gonna-
responsibilities,
just keep
Joe,
going.
that's not
Okay,
that
and I will
simple.
find me
Keep
a bro.
going.
Listen,
Come
I could be-
on.
It's not as simple.
I've
You
been-
do
other
make it
people
try to
as it
seem
is.
like it's just
I've
an easy
been
wash.
broke with no money, no house to stay in. I'd be damned if I'm gonna pick up a
That's-
phone.
That
You,
ain't. That's
Joe.
not them, though.
Okay, so that's
everybody
what I
can't
said.
risk that.
That's
Move
Joe.
on to the next story.
That's Joe.
Because that bill makes no sense
That's
to me.
Joe.
Oh my
That's right, 'cause
goodness.
Joe. That no matter how y'all explain it to me, that makes no sense to me.
Oh
It's
my
okay.
goodness.
It's all right,
Next up on the docket, I'm gonna get you something that's gonna bother you. Then I'm gonna get 2 of them just because. First off, then Jonathan Majors.
Oh shit!
You
Hey,
don't
man.
like him?
No, because he tired of what's going on with him, and he wants to make it good.
I mean, listen.
he wants to make it good, so
just
he gonna
he
talk
need to go ahead
down
and put
on him.
Megan Moore back on the marketplace because he in too much trouble and she too good for him.
Wow.
That is the dude. I knew that is the dude she's dating.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Say he's
But
too
I
good.
just don't understand how she went from the preacher to him.
Well, the
No.
Now everybody was feeling him when he was doing that Creed uprising.
wasn't.
It
I
probably
wasn't.
worked then.
I was like,
hey, it might be because of her he keep getting in trouble. He's become relevant. Okay, I'm just playing. Go ahead.
But go
my
ahead.
Lord.
Go ahead.
Jesus.
Wha- wha-
Anyway, look, he just went up to the judge and was like, "Hey, can you drop the charges?" And the judge said, "No."
I could have told him that. Damn, how much money paid the lawyer for that? He could have paid me that money. See, I told you, Megan, you got the wrong man. Holla at your boy.
Oh, you want me? Oh Lord.
Oh my,
She
yeah,
need to
yeah.
Stay where she at. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
he was like, if she,
No, I just want to hang
if
out
he
with
can
me.
get her,
I don't want her.
he got
I-
a chance.
I don't want a relationship with her. I just want to hang out with her.
Oh yeah. We finna bring this back up because I was on the Diddy hiatus.
Earlier.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, we ain't doing no dick on this show.
This is so entertaining.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
this is not
Oh, yeah.
Diddy.
It's not him. It's just involving him.
I don't want to do anything Diddy on this show. Do I have any control?
Okay, what's the guy's
Do I
name?
have any control on this
You
show?
don't. What's the guy's name? What's the guy's name who played in Friday? He was Big Pun.
Oh, I
Big
know who you're
Perm.
talking about.
Big
Yeah,
Perm.
yeah, I know who you're
So
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah, have y'all did y'all see
Faison.
that?
Faison,
Yeah. Okay, so I think he's trying to make himself so relevant right now.
because he battling with Dwayne dude,
Well,
Country Wayne.
Okay, not just him. He tried to go after Cat, and then he made a statement about my favorite girl, Taraji.
He said something about Taraji.
Yes, sir. And I'm like, you're trying to make yourself relevant. Stop. Thomas, she don't deserve. He's never seen a movie that she deserves more than whatever she's getting or something like that. What?
He said that.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay. I liked him as Big Worm, but I haven't seen him did anything since then.
And that's what people were saying on this
So,
little.
I ain't trying to be funny with him. I think but
Why would
I
he
really
come at the
honest.
hoe
I'm gonna
like
be
that?
honest. Real talk. I didn't know he was a comedian.
Oh, he's a comedian.
Right? I mean,
No,
seriously.
no. I thought he
No.
was just an actor.
No, but he's a comedian. I did not know that. I
stand-up
thought he was an
comedian?
actor. Yeah. So I've never seen none of his. And I'm not trying to be funny on the show. I just never seen none of his comedy acts. Yeah.
Unintentional funny is so funny.
See, I just saw
Chris said he's from DC.
Yep.
Well, what I do know is he's trying to make himself relevant. Like you're
Oh, that's-
going after different, when somebody's in the spotlight, you go after them to make
Well,
yourself relevant.
I mean, I guess you
Hey,
know.
stop.
Okay.
Well, what do you think? Stevie J doing this now?
Steve-
doing the same
Steve-
thing?
Stevie J.
Stevie came in after 50
Stevie
Cent
J.
or something, right?
Stevie J.
Like, I don't really know what they're.
Well, Stevie J had a comment that he made before, and 50 Cent Stevie J dropped some type of like Insta Live trying to defend Diddy and stuff and what's going on. And 50 Cent was gonna jump on
Okay,
that.
so can I say that before whatever Steve J had to say? Because I don't know what he didn't say because I haven't listened to it. Because you're the king of entertainment news. But I'm gonna say this before Steve J, bruh. For what they're saying about you and Diddy, it would be probably really good as a friend. Yeah, it don't look good when you're defending Diddy when they said Diddy.
Take that.
And they, you know what I'm saying?
Ignorant.
But I'm just saying it don't. I mean, and you coming out hard on the defense of him right away.
I guess my thing is
because you defend. Hold on, D, can I say this to you? D, I don't mean that no certain term with this thing, but D, when I say this to you, a man defends his woman against people that, you know what I'm saying? You come right, you defend them. And this dude, for what they saying him and Diddy, allegedly bro, you coming out real hard for your homeboy. I don't go that hard for my dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Some people are loyal to their friends. And
Loyalty is cool.
He only came out after someone said none of his
No,
friends
soon
came out.
as Diddy got on that plane and they said he was something, the next couple of hours he was on there. He was making a video.
Yeah, the time stamp is a little wakey, but before it was popular to say Diddy didn't have no friends, he was very much one of the first ones. And he dropped that video, and he was playing church music in the background too.
Yeah, I mean, bruh, yeah. I'm like, bruh, because he was like, we shall overcome, no faith against whatever.
Yeah. No weapon formed against us.
No weapon formed against us. That's what he was. Listen.
Okay, I'm gonna be quiet.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Take that, bruh.
All I say on that is, trying to get my criminal defense deal here. I am getting kind of irritated with a lot of us putting people guilty before they're even
exactly.
Tried. That is an issue.
I agree on the show. I agree with you.
We did say that on the show. We made sure to make that a point.
We made that a point, but I'm just giving advice here. Allegedly, what people are saying. I understand you want to come to your boy's defense, but you go to your boy's defense when the feds call you, Homeland Security call you. But to the public opinion,
honestly, I would just be quiet. Period.
Thank you.
I would, because my thing is, it'll come out in court and leave it.
Cause bro, it don't look good for me as a man sitting there seeing you defend this dude harder than any other woman out here defending this dude and his family. His kids ain't said nothing, and they were detained. Kids ain't said a word. But
now one of them did. One of them did. But he was real cryptic about it. Yeah, the one there's a rapper that we see the most. Yeah. His girl.
Let's go, man. What does Steve J have to say?
Hey, it's best to just let folks talk for themselves.
I was at his crib working in the studio. I was sitting outside the studio door, and I heard a big boom. Now, mind you, before we get into this, I'm not a spring chicken, even though I look fly and stuff. But I've witnessed some historical events of excessive force, but none like this since Saddam Hussein or El Chapo or Pablo Escobar, even Osama bin Laden. I heard a big boom. So I'm thinking, like, a lot of people do work on the island all day long, so I'm figuring someone drops the material. Heard it again. Turn my head, I'm hearing do. Armored vehicles. 3 big armored vehicles come. Dudes jump out. I got 50 dots on my shirt. Screaming, yo, get on the ground. I'm like, yo, really? I'm the only one here. Took me. I was if someone does in their bedroom, that's what they do. I don't got nothing to do with that.
Wait a minute.
What's up?
Why you only one in the studio?
Well, that's not abnormal. Hold on, that's not abnormal, Joe.
At Diddy house.
Well, hold up. If you're in the studio, are you just?
Where's the engineer?
Yeah.
Where's everybody else, bro?
And they are besties, right? They got to be besties. Joe can come in my house, and there's nobody else there. You can't. No disrespect, but you're not my bestie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you his bestie, like y'all, or do you live there with him?
And
you think it's that?
And when they hit the house, this was when, nephew?
This is like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, almost 2 weeks.
And you in the studio? When the last time you put out something? Or
well, he's a producer, right?
But
maybe he write music and just.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I'm with you. Where is everyone in the studio? Just.
No artists in there.
And is no one else at home, or are you saying that?
Was you working with his sons?
Or why are you there? Where is your place? Do you not have a studio? Because I'm pretty sure you do. But anyway, I'm not gonna.
And why are you the only one speaking when you're the only one at his house? Let's go. Go ahead.
I'm just here to say that I never seen my man doing anything foul like they talking about.
None of it. All of it. I mean, all of it.
I've never seen it. I've known him for 29 years. If someone does in their bedroom, that's what they do. I don't got nothing to do with that. I'm just here to say that I've never seen my man doing anything foul like they talking about.
None of it.
Where you pausing, bro?
All of it.
My man. And why he keep saying I never? Why come he said why you defending this, bro? Nobody even asked you right now.
It's his own voice, so you know what it is. You gotta.
you got dudes on the street.
Well, bro, let me say something. Okay,
gotta hold it down for your
homeboy. So
boy.
if my boys are in trouble, the best thing I can do, because I'm not a lawyer, right? Number one is speak through an attorney. Number one, okay.
That definitely.
Number two, if you gonna go to the defense of a billionaire, you don't mention El Chapo, Osama bin Laden.
Was he in the military? That's why I asked. Was he in the military?
Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, my man said, I ain't seen this. Bro, you didn't see that.
Okay, that's why I asked, was he in the military? Like, how did he hear it?
You know what I'm saying? It was a boom. It was bigger than that. Bro, you don't know. So right there in your defense of Diddy, you lying.
I mean, even
he's an actor.
He is. But even in that defense, it was like, dude, didn't they do Suge like that?
But hold up. But last time I checked, everybody who he named actually did something. So
egregious.
I wouldn't have put him in that. Like, I wouldn't have brought them up because they did something. They did something. They did something. But you're saying your man ain't did nothing. So why would you bring him up?
Why would you bring him up?
And was he in the military and he was at war on one of them?
Not one says he been in the military.
I'm just saying, sometime, man, fellas, if y'all got some homeboys or homegirls or your wife or your kids, don't let them speak on your behalf to the public throughout a lawyer, okay? Because y'all, I mean, you can't defend against my Joe Lockett's opinion, okay? Anything he's saying right now can't be using him against the court of law. He do know that, right?
Just be quiet.
Just be quiet at this point.
Just be there for your boy.
Because if it comes out and they got video of you take that with Diddy, you in trouble, bro. Because it sounds really bad, everything you said. I'm just saying.
Hey, is the other guy also, they're looking at him, Cuban Gooding?
Cuba Gooding Jr.?
Yeah.
His name was mentioned, but now he's working with them from what I understand.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
And they supposed to be close.
Well, you know.
Well, I mean, from how it sounds, he was involved on other means, not helping, but probably.
Well, listen, when these folks, if it is what we is, man, I'm just gonna say a lot of women gonna be disappointed, I think.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Yeah, go ahead.
And keep it moving. That's where we stop. We are done. Okay. Hey man, that's been entertainment. I know that's a weird way to stop.
No, but that's enough. That is enough.
We tapping on that.
All right, guys. All right, nephew, thank you for bringing us the news that was not entertaining. It's 43 minutes after the hour.
I don't know what you're talking about. It was entertaining to me.
I guess.
I haven't really followed it.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
I guess.
But what's
okay,
the lady name?
I'm
stick in the mud, man.
But I'm gonna say something that I didn't know that you did not bring up, and I think this is funny to me.
I like that class.
Okay. Today I saw on TMZ when we was eating lunch at Serving West today, right? Give them a shout out. That barbecue Thai chicken was good. It was fire with that shrimp fried rice. That was really good. But besides that, I saw on TMZ
I was really
TV.
trying to get some French fries before I came here because I'm hungry. And he's gonna bring that up.
Okay, but I'm gonna say this, man. I saw this today, and Diddy, bruh, I know you may not never fool with me ever again. We never did business, but you may not do. But bruh, 50 Cent finna troll the hell out you.
Yeah, so I was waiting on you to bring up
50 Cent is now working with Ciroc.
Yeah, hold on.
And the thing
He is now a spokesman for Ciroc.
I guess he's upset because
What?
of his baby mama or something.
They denied that. That's actual false claims. That's why I didn't bring it up.
Well, it was
'Cause
on TV today. I saw it.
I just saw it because I was going to look it up so
Uh-huh.
I can put it on the show.
Yeah.
And when I did, that's when they confirmed, no, those are false.
So
Ciroc
Tim-
came out themselves.
So, but you know something?
We stopped looking into him to take over for Diddy's
But you know
place.
something, bro? I don't know. I'm gonna say this reason why, because TMZ, you know, because y'all remember when it was on the Breakfast Club, right? That they said that Jess Hilarious was not going to be the host. And
Oh, you think that's what they doing?
But something went down with that, though.
Yeah.
Something really did.
She spoke too early,
Right.
And then she had to go back and renegotiate because they couldn't. I don't think that. I think Charlamagne and old boy wanted her.
They
DJ
needed
Envy.
her.
Yeah.
And it
I don't know if they
worked.
needed her.
Well, I was going to correct that. It works well because I do like her. And I like how the energy is with them. Each one has
Their own identity.
right.
Yeah.
And she's funny yet, I think that was a really good pick.
That's what they was
feel.
missing. I mean, yeah, you don't want to say they need it, but they was missing that type of voice.
Misspoke on it. Yeah.
They were
needed
missing
Well, let me ask you this
woman,
question.
that female
and they
opinion.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
she's
they did.
smart. And I like the fact that she knows how to hold her own respectfully. She do. Because when she spoke with Sexy Red,
She doggone near carried that whole
Yes,
interview. Them
and
boys could
even
not
though-
give no type of any
Period.
type of question to her. It'd
and
have been
even
a
though
dead
Sexy
show.
Red kept going at her, which I put on that. I don't like her. But it was the fact, like, and she showed how women are. Like, you didn't say anything to the men, and the men had said something about her.
Oh yeah,
But you
they're making shows.
attacked Jess. It's a woman thing. Like, why are you attacking her when she didn't really say anything? So I like her on the show. I really do.
Yeah, she gives that void they were missing. And when they was trying to find people, you could tell even with some of the other women, they couldn't live up to or make an even impact.
Kind of didn't.
Yeah, and she's not coming off like she's trying to be some Angela Lee knockoff.
Yeah.
No, she
No, she
going
came
in with
with
her
her own
own
identity. I do like that.
identity, her own vibe, and she bringing her own element that was missing. I love her on the show.
I do. I really do.
I think she's a great fit for them myself.
She is.
I'm glad they didn't try to find somebody, because I do believe she was, out of all the people they had on there, I think there's another one that was a good fit. But what I love about what she's doing is she is keeping the integrity of the show, but she's also keeping the integrity of her own brand, and she's very smart about that.
Yeah.
And so I love seeing people when you can work with other people because of who you are and bring notoriety to them, but at the same time be able to continue to build yourself. That's smart. That's what I like. I like the businesswoman in her because I see how she does it, and she don't mind changing things. Now, this is what I would say to her. I do see her becoming sort of a kind of a diva a little bit.
Why you say that?
Huh?
Why you say that?
It's just, when you listen to the clips that they be doing early in the morning, because I watch all these different shows, so I'm like, okay.
She's
well.
pregnant. She's a woman.
That's right, she is pregnant.
Yeah, she's pregnant.
Who the baby daddy?
Oh my goodness.
She brought him on the show. I mean,
Was it that dude that she was arguing with?
no, I
That was her previous boyfriend.
Yeah, I don't stay into.
I'm gonna tell
the
you though,
Breakfast
I
Club
think
like
that she and
But I know she
also
brought him on the
see,
show.
Wayne, I think they still have some type of feeling
Nah.
with each other.
Her and Country
Feelings?
Wayne.
Respect. I don't see no feelings. I think it's mutual respect.
And someone else said it as well. But
How they move?
yeah, how they
How-
move.
how
and
they
she,
move.
it don't matter what interview she Lil Wayne, Lord, Country Wayne is gonna come up. And when she speak about, I guess I'm a female, so when she's speaking of him, look at her face.
I have. And the only thing I'm going to say about this is that I see in her, right? This is what I see myself personally as being a man, right? Lil Wayne, not Lil Wayne, but I'm saying like you said now,
I got you.
Country Wayne. I'm like, Country Wayne has her head, which
Yeah.
means that she still have conversations offline with this guy, and he still have access to her. Now, what form of fashion? That's between them two. But she still has like you said, she still has a love for him. Yeah. Now, this is what I want to talk about on the show today, y'all. And I'm very.
Let's
All right, y'all. You guys locked into your favorite evening ride. It is 48 minutes or 49 minutes after the hour. Appreciate you guys locking in. What's up, Lady J? Thanks for sharing. Be the Boss is in the building. Let's get it, y'all. Okay, so this is something that a lot of men and women can get into, and I want to talk about your ex. Okay.
Talk about who ex?
Not yours.
Oh, I'm like, which one?
Not yours. No. I'm not talking about. I'm not putting your business on Front Street no more.
Okay.
No. But
Thank you.
But what I want to talk about is your ex. Are you okay with your woman or your man still having conversations or being in touch with their ex when you're in a relationship or you're married to them? Do you have a problem? And if they don't stop, what would you do, or would you marry them? Do you have a problem with your man or your woman, whether you're dating them or you're married to them, still having a relationship with their ex?
I need to text somebody and tell them to listen to this.
Chrissy says no.
I
Do
don't
they have
a
kids
problem.
together? No, they don't have kids. They have kids or don't have kids. Doesn't matter.
Well, I look at it as
If you have kids, of course.
Just because it didn't work out, excuse me, just because it didn't work out don't mean we have to be enemies. No, that don't mean I have to talk to you every day or every other day, every week. However, we're grown. And if I marry someone, first, I'm really open about who I converse with. You know? That's first. I think a lot of people don't say anything or they lie about it, and so that's where the problem comes in at. Because it's gonna appear as though you're trying. This is, you're secretly doing something, which I feel is cheating. So, me, I don't have an issue as long as you. I don't have an issue. Just don't disrespect me or the marriage or the relationship, whatever, whether we're married or boyfriend girlfriend. Just don't disrespect me. That's it. You can. I've been with someone who I should have never gotten with. We were truly friends.
Okay, y'all say it's no reason for them to be friends. Why is there no reason for them to be
not?
friends?
I mean,
I'm
if
asking
it didn't work out, you put it out there. So
Sure.
the first time we conversed, it was not on a friendship deal, but we end up the best of friends.
Yeah.
So just because it didn't go this way, don't mean that I can't talk to you now.
But
And nobody can regulate
we
my
don't
life.
even count.
We really don't. But that was just a slight of an example. Okay.
No, that's not even an example.
Yeah,
We didn't make
you
it
know
for
what?
10 minutes.
It don't matter, Joe. Just go with it.
I can't.
dog.
Just
Because when
That's
you can't even
crazy.
listen, I ain't get a chance to touch the booty, get a kiss. I ain't get none of that,
Hell
bro.
no, you got. Can I get
Bruh.
the check, please?
Bruh, we wouldn't even, listen, real talk.
Lord.
We did not make it to a
But the
conversation.
point
No,
is-
that's
You
no
want me to
point.
split, or
no,
do you
I-
want
I-
to?
Bruh, no,
split? I
no.
want to think.
Listen, we didn't even make it to a phone conversation.
No.
See what I'm saying?
But-
So
but-
you can't put me in that category.
Okay, but let me find someone else.
Please do, cause we was not an item.
No, we weren't. But
We wasn't even a napkin.
My point.
No, there was no point
Joe
with me.
ain't got no
Joe.
imagination.
Joe.
Joe ain't got no
Joe.
imagination.
Man, my
Now, let me throw me-
imagination,
now, hold
my
up, bro.
imagination would have been
You acting
different.
Like, you acting like it was. But don't play with me.
What?
Don't play with this.
I was trying, but
I
you didn't let me.
wanted it.
So I was trying, but you didn't let me. I ain't even. Hey, man.
Okay, so a man can come in and say, "Well, because you initially, met up to try to date him,
Right.
no, I want you talking to him." That's foolish to me. We end up being the best of friends.
Okay.
So I understand you didn't want me like that, and I didn't want you.
At the time,
At that particular time,
Yeah.
before we met, we didn't know.
I didn't know.
It was but it would be
because everybody said we would be good together. And they lied. Okay, but go ahead. That doesn't mean she wasn't fine, though, but go ahead.
He was
Let's stay on the
handsome, he was
topic, y'all.
handsome.
Huh?
But the point
I'm
is,
gonna be
okay,
honest.
let's just say we did date. We knocked it off. Cool. But then it's like, you know what, Joe? We too much alike, so we can't do this. I know
we
that sounds
knocked it
nasty.
off.
That's very nasty.
Disgusting.
But
It ain't disgusting
no,
to me. I'm
no,
single.
knock it. Damn it, I'm not talking about sex.
Oh.
You know what? I can't.
Joe is just
I ain't saying that else.
he getting senile in his old age,
I
right?
mean, really.
No, I'm just saying,
God,
back
dog.
at that time, man, listen, but go ahead.
My point is,
Okay, what's your
we
point?
became the best of friends. So
We
let's
did.
say I got with someone, and he told me, well, no, because you met him. Because a lot of how did you
Right.
meet?
Right.
And I don't have an issue. So, well, yeah, we met up and we just end up being friends. Hey,
Ain't
well, I don't
nobody-
want you talking to him like
But
that.
like I told you, ain't nobody gonna believe that.
Well, yeah, they still don't believe it.
No, I would tell you up and down, the people would not believe,
But the point that I'm making
Sure.
is we became like family.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't see an issue with that. As long as it's respect there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like some people, I feel especially when people say, well, no, you can't be friends. Well, how can you regulate and tell somebody what they can and can't do? Now, if you have an issue with it, move on. But that should be brought up at the beginning. When I'm dating someone, I'm wanting to say, hey, yeah, bring me some more. I'm gonna get some more.
That's what I was doing.
Oh, thank you, baby.
Really?
Look, I
She
trust.
stopped her and said she was saying. She's like, no, give me some more.
Y'all don't understand.
But look. I have.
Audi
Can I
just-
handle this over here?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Can I handle you?
I'm sorry.
While you ask about the show, go ahead, do your thing, man.
Y'all don't
Let
get
me
it.
do me.
You know, I just had
Man, do what you do.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, my bad. Okay, so anyway, my point is, look, man, I told you when I left that Audi dealership.
Listen, man,
sick.
please handle your business and keep talking.
Okay,
Let me
so
do what
my
I do.
point is just because it did not work, don't mean that you have to become enemies. Or I can't hold a conversation with you because now I'm in a relationship with another man. That's
I
BS
agree.
to me. That's one, that means you are insecure about our relationship.
Very.
Not saying you're insecure as a person because there are different type of insecurity.
I mean, you might
So
be that too.
that means you're insecure about our relationship and you think you finna rule me? That ain't going down because if anything, I'm about to, you got to go.
Well, I think it also
Thank you, Joe.
depends on the person too. I actually went through one of this with my exes, and she was still close with her ex before me, and the family was really, really close with him too. Now, at first, I did have an eyebrow raised. You feel me? I was like, let me see him. Let me get the vibe off of him, and I did. I promise you, I was never threatened again. And he did go out his way to make it seem like that, but he didn't come off as a dude where I had to be threatened. Long story short.
Long story what?
A long story short. Shirt.
Like a,
Country. My country came out. My country came out. Anyway, long story short, he's gay. So it was
That's
like
what I figured. That's what I figured. When he said he had no problem, because okay, so again, like he said,
what did you say?
he was gay.
he ended up. He turned it out.
Oh,
He turned it out.
Okay, so
I thought I heard misheard.
I'm gonna say I used to be on the side, right, that a woman
Oh, I thought
couldn't
you
be
sound like
friends
a
with her
fried
ex.
dude.
No. But you know, as
It be like
since-
that sometimes.
But since I've been singing, I really put a lot of thought into this, right? I have to say to myself at this point that she can be friends with her ex,
Okay.
right? Because a grown person, if they're gonna cheat, they're gonna cheat, right? Regardless. This is what I say for me now because I'm grown. If I see a situation and I don't like it, I will leave and walk away. But I would never tell a woman that she can't be friends with her ex. You know what I mean? If I feel what they're doing and I feel and I'm uncomfortable with it, right? I'm not going to be a part of it because again, I'm going to give you all the rope to go hang yourself. If you love me, right, you're going to love me. But if you're still hanging out with your ex, me trying to control you and say that you can't be with your ex, you're going to find a way to do that anyway. It's just going to be without me knowing about it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And that was my whole
that's
train of thought with it.
where- That's
Yeah.
where you're gonna be like, well, y'all gotta be doing something. That's why I said if you have an issue, this is up front. Let me go on and save you the trouble.
Yeah.
And because you're gonna regulate that one, and you're gonna regulate another. You know,
You can't regulate a grown. You can't regulate grown people. No.
I have male
What I
friends.
realize is me being single and divorced. You cannot regulate grown folks, right? If that woman tells you this is my friend, and you find out that happened to be her ex, and you don't like it, walk away.
Yeah.
Seriously. If the man
Honestly, yeah.
tells you this is my friend and you don't like it, right? You can't get married to this person and then say, well, I don't want Denise in your life because now you're finna get your feelings hurt. Because they would say, Joe, what would you do? Well, I'm still going to be friends with Denise.
You can't regulate my friends.
I'm just
Can't
being
regulate
honest.
my life.
If Joe, would
Independent.
if your wife says she's going to divorce you for your friends, would you let her divorce you? I would say yes, but I'm not. But here's the thing. I'm divorcing her, letting her divorce me or go sign a divorce because here's the reason why. It ain't because I don't love you. You're trying to control me. Because before we got married, you already knew. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now this is a form of control. You could say, and she can go out there and spend it any damn way she want to, but ain't no woman gonna get married to a man not knowing that I got women friends, right? But because you get my last name or we just decide to become husband and wife, now you think because we're husband and wife, well, no, this gonna cut off, this gonna, no. What you see is what you're gonna get. And if you don't like what you're going to get because you my wife now, right, and you want to leave, well, you need to go ahead on and leave then. I'm just being totally honest with you.
That's just the tip of it. She's gonna start controlling or wanting to control everything.
Because this is what I would tell people. Because people say, "Well, you should never be with your ex." You know, people saying you shouldn't be friends with your ex.
Okay, but what's
so extra.
But hold on, this is what I'm gonna say to people. This is what I had to change and realize. That is the person who's telling you that. That is your insecurity about yourself. You're saying this because what probably will happen, what probably, is a great chance of it happening. But that's your insecurity that you're pushing off on somebody. Because that was me, and I'm just being honest. This was Joe Lockett pushing my insecurity off on a woman saying, well, if you're friends with your ex, I don't want to deal with you. Well, that's me pushing my insecurities off on her. Because at the end of the day, this is what I had to realize. I'm Joe Lockett.
Especially when they haven't given you.
Well, I don't. But see, it ain't my business to know what that is and what that wasn't for me. If I'm dealing with you,
get it.
Because when you deal with me, I ain't in no competition with your ex. And if he was the person that he needed to be,
he wouldn't be your ex.
He wouldn't be your ex. So it's right now. This is all up to you to mess up. You see what I'm saying? You got the rope. You got the green light to do whatever the hell you want to go do. Now, I want you to understand. You got one chance. Right? That's it. There's no conversation. If I catch anything that's not right, there's not a conversation that will be had. Now you did what you did. Understand, we grown folks. I'm gone. Whether we're married or whether we're girlfriend and boyfriend, I'm not talking to. There is no conversation. There's no need to explain. Right? I'm gone. Because it's no need, because you went out there and did what you did. Whatever you're doing on the other side of that fence ain't got a damn thing to do with me at the end of the day. Because let me tell y'all something. I don't care how much you tell that man or that woman not to do something, right? Or you hoping that they're, or you think they're not doing nothing. That man or that woman, if they want to still be in touch with their ex, they will. And sometimes their cousins or that distant sister is their ex. Let me tell y'all that for sure, okay? There are sometimes that person that's in their life right now. You have no idea, but that's their ex.
The thing is, though, you're so focused on the ex, and that's not the person.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, just, hey, do what you do. But you so worried about the ex that it ain't the ex you need to worry about.
But you saying leave your past in the past, but okay.
But that don't mean, just because they're an ex, don't mean that you can't be. Everybody's not for
MD, you make a sense. Okay, you said there are plenty of people that are married or smashing their ex, but there are plenty of people who are friends with their ex and they're not smashing.
Yeah.
So again,
I am, and I've not smashed that boy in 10 years.
So like I said, that's your insecurity you're pushing on someone else.
Because where is it coming from? You know what I'm saying?
Well, some folks probably think if you get to a certain threshold or you do some certain things that might have been all over the edge.
Well, I mean, you don't trust
once
your girl
y'all get done with y'all intimacy, that it's no point that you can get off or potentially can ignore how intimate you were.
But again, that means
goes to that person.
Exactly. And you don't, if you're with somebody and they're friends with their ex, you either trust them or you don't. You
because that's the one who's holding the bullet.
Yeah.
So I have exes that I am truly just friends with.
MD, this has nothing to do with naive. Either you trust your girl or you don't trust your girl.
But where is it? Okay, so my question is, where is it coming from? For someone to say, "Oh no, you should not." What's that key issue? Something deep down there's a core because they've been cheated on before, possibly. You know what I'm saying? Something's happened for that person to have
but hold on, go ahead.
Attitude.
I got a question.
Sure.
Because I know y'all two believe it, but I know a lot of folks do believe that men and women can't just be friends.
But my thing
I know a lot of folks believe that.
Where is it coming from? Is it coming from your mom and dad telling you that when you were younger? Is it coming from the fact that you've been cheated on?
Yes.
It can probably be a number of those.
When I raised my children, I raised my kids with you can be friends with the opposite sex. You don't have to be with them. My bonus son, Keith, is my daughter's best friend. He's a male. My daughter's married. He was in the wedding. He's my son. He's in my wheel. Like they never dated. And again, it goes back to when you said some people say most of the time it's not men. Most of the time it's women. And I guarantee you, most of your comments are coming from women.
And some most of them come from, but some is
it's
coming
a few.
I said most of them.
Yeah.
Because women do think that way. We really do.
Well, I know dudes, me personally, that do think that way too. Even though I'm cool with a few women that are friends of mine. Now I'm still much cool with my exes. Now I ain't trying to mess around with her. I told them I ain't running back, so it's understood. But a lot of folks believe that if you hit that threshold where y'all either boyfriend, girlfriend, or have been married, there was some point in time nowadays people believe you've been intimate, and for you to circle back around, it's a little unbelievable to folks who already think that men and women can't be friends. That
circle back around.
Yeah, for the folks that already think that men and women can't be friends, for you to be going back with your ex and claiming this is a friend.
Okay, so
it's hard for folks to digest
let me
that
say
because
for me,
y'all already been through that threshold
love
where it's
my
intimate.
Friends. I have friends that I have dated. I love my friends. It's only a few. You know, you have to understand the definition of friend and people you know.
I do think a lot of folks do
but
mess that up.
I truly have it, two to be exact, that we are truly
okay.
friends.
So let me
That's
say this.
it.
Let me say this to people, right? I think I'm gonna go ahead and clear the air for a lot of folks. If a man or a woman is saying that they are friends, right? I'm gonna say there's a possibility, but real talk, y'all. Every man on this feed, every woman on our feeds today, right, got somebody in their life, right, that got their head gone, that blew their mind. In whatever fashion it was, but that woman or that man blew your mind. And still to this day, that person still make you feel a certain way if you see them or talk to them. And still to this day, some of y'all still, without your better half knowing about it, will still talk to that person or smash that person because they got that kind of control of you. And the person that you're with today don't have that. You love them. You love the person that you're with, but they ain't that other person. Most of y'all got that person. So let's stop with the bull crap, right? And that's the insecurity that a lot of y'all have out there because you know what you might do if you was with your ex, and that's why you push yourself away from that. I'm
Because
not saying that you're doing it, but
because of how you feel.
Exactly, because you know what you would do. You know what you have done or you know what you are doing, okay? And I'm not saying this is everybody, but what I'm saying is in a lot of situations, the person that you're with, it's the person that makes you feel good at this point in time, and you love them because they bring something different. But they don't have your head or your mental and your spirit. They don't have everything in you the way the other person did, but the other person wouldn't act right. So you fell in love with this person. But the other person, y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. That other person would never be replaced by another human being on this earth because that person was the one that you fell for whatever reason there was. And all of us, or most of us, have that person in our lives. And the person that you're with, or whether you're on this feed, you ain't going to tell the damn truth. But that's the honest God truth. Some of y'all, the person that you're with is that person. But some of y'all, the person that you're with would never compare to that other person that didn't do right. Come on now. Let's just keep it real.
What did I say? It comes from somewhere. So you know what you'll do. And because you know what you'll do, you don't trust that other person.
Exactly.
So let's just keep it where it's at.
Right.
If you can't be friends with your ex, that's on you. Because
Erica, I'm not projecting my thoughts onto you, baby girl. Like I said, that may not be you. So that's not me projecting my thoughts onto you. But what I'm saying is to other people out there, y'all know there's somebody out there.
She's speaking with the chat on this.
Okay. I thought you talking to me because that's what us. Okay. So what I'm saying, well, no, I'm not. But listen. Everybody know what I'm talking about. Okay. Everybody, okay, listen. If y'all know what I'm talking about, say you understand what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You can be with somebody, right, that's loving you and doing the right things, and that's the right person for you in this time. But there's one person in your life at the end of the day that will always have a piece of you that somebody cannot get. Whether y'all want to admit that or not, y'all can sit and say Joe Lockett is stupid as hell or he out of his damn mind, okay?
Well, Denise is too. Because I have to say, with the person who said that they'll introduce the person as their friend and the whole time smashing them. That's something you'll do.
Yeah.
So that's for you, because if I introduce you as a friend, that's what you are to me.
Yeah.
I'm not smashing you.
Right.
Well, what if it happened to them? Like it don't always have to be them.
But when I say that's you, that's something that happened. It goes back. It's something that happened. The reason why you think the way
but
you
that
think.
part that whoever said that, right? If your girl or your boy introducing somebody as a friend,
I'm as
you
real
chose
as they
wrong.
get. I am
You
as real
chose
as they
wrong.
get.
But you
So-
chose wrong, though. You see what I'm saying? If you got a woman or a man that's introducing their friend that they're smashing as a friend, you chose wrong. Something's wrong with your discernment.
Right. And Erica, I'm going to address you on this one. So when you're in the headspace to be in a committed relationship, everyone else falls by the wayside. You're right. They do. It's not necessarily falling off.
Mm-hmm.
It's simply, like you've said several times, your friends step back some.
They step back. Yeah.
So, but that don't mean that, now that I'm in a relationship, I can't stand him. I hate him. I don't want to speak to him because I'm in a relationship. Well, why? What's the issue?
If Denise is when Denise is talking to guys or whatever, we all fall back.
I mean, but that's what
You know
you
what I'm
do.
saying? But
that
so-
don't mean that.
She never stopped being friends with me because
Right.
I know this for a fact. She cold told the dude to get the hell out of her life because he
He had an issue.
had an
my
issue with
male
me
friend.
and some
Mark.
other dude and Mark, right? And she was like, "Bruh, get to stepping," because it was farthest from the anything. When she told me, I'm like, "Well," when she told me this, I said, "Hey, well, I'll stop calling." She said, "No, you ain't got to stop calling." She said, "No, I'm not doing that."
We don't with my friends, even the ones that I have dated, we don't talk. We don't talk every day. We don't.
No,
I
we
mean,
don't.
You're truly just my friend.
Yeah.
And if somebody is really that bothered, then you need to be by yourself, because truth, they're gonna talk to somebody or something that you're not gonna like.
I guess when somebody said projecting, right? I guess people act like that, whatever relationship that you are in, that the person that you're with won't do that to you or you're not going to tolerate that. And I'm going to say this to anybody who thinks like that. Obviously, if you've been divorced or been in a relationship and it didn't work, obviously the people you were choosing were actually doing that, right? And that's the why you feel the way you did, because you didn't pick the right person the first time. Something changed. Whatever the case may be, whether you dated, whether you was married, whatever, right? So nobody's projecting anything. I'm telling y'all how life happens, right? But some of y'all want to think that the person that you pick, Joe, like you pick this person that she would never do you wrong or he would never do you wrong. No, you have to have discernment and common sense when you're dating or when you marry somebody. When a person decides to cheat, it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. If y'all relationship go wrong and y'all stop talking for a while and they go out there and go buy some or go get back with their ex or go find somebody on social media, has nothing to do with you. But what I would say is be very careful for who you're trying to defend. Go ahead. Huh?
Would it not have something to do with them?
No.
Because wouldn't the context still apply?
Bro,
They
what
picked the wrong
happens
person?
to me when women have cheated on me, bro, it had nothing to do with me, right? When I was in a relationship with them. Women that cheated on me, they cheated on me because they felt that's what they wanted to do.
I get that point. By all means, I get that point because they the ones that stepped out. But I'm saying if you're giving them the same turn of phrase, hey, you kind of just picked the wrong person, you got to be accountable for that. Ain't that what we say sometimes to folks that get with these folks and you like, oh, you didn't know that they was a habitual cheater? Like you didn't do your context clues on that?
Well, again,
like somebody could say that applies to that too.
It applies to that. This is what I would tell people. Me and anybody else listening to the show, whether you're on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, okay? Think about what I'm saying here. Or Twitch and Patreon, okay? I appreciate you guys and Spotify. When I'm talking about this, I'm talking about real life. I'm not trying to make no point. I'm not trying to, break up happy homes or break up relationships. I'm talking about real life, what people do. I ain't talking about the fantasy world of what people are living in. It has nothing to do with my prior experiences or my prior drama. I'm talking about real life experiences of what real people do on a day-to-day basis, right? Right? There are preachers. There are CEOs. There are high-value men, high-value women, married men, married women that are living great lives.
And there are single married people.
And they're single married people. Well, they're single married people, like she said. But they're living great lives and are very happy, right? And then there's the other part that's out there. So I'm talking about the other part. If you're in a great relationship, this conversation do not pertain to you.
Correct.
At all. What I'm talking about, the people that are in these relationships and thinking that there might be, because let me tell y'all something, real talk. A lot of y'all married wives are in my inbox.
And a lot of your husbands are in mine.
And I'm not sitting here trying. And I'm
Hold
not
up, but
sitting.
y'all low key making their point now.
No, but-
because they'll mess around and say y'all they friend.
No.
They'll mess
I
around and
don't
say
know them.
y'all they friend.
I don't know
Okay,
them.
But
They're not
but
my
they partner
friend.
don't know that.
Okay, but
they partner don't know that.
Okay, I'm making your point, but what I'm telling you is, that's for you to figure out and stay or don't stay with that person.
Correct.
That the woman or the man that you're with. That's y'all problem. I don't screw married women. I don't. Like I said, they're in my inbox, but there's not a married woman out here that can say that Joe messed with you, because I don't. And I don't even mess with single women right now because I'm not in no relationships. But what I'm telling y'all is right now, stop thinking that the world evolves around what the hell y'all think that y'all done got, but you got before.
Well, let me
But
just
Joe,
say this.
come on.
If it like he said, if it don't attack on you, then hey, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe
not
that's
attacking
your
you.
world.
Yeah.
But real life, single life, it affects us over here. Like it does.
Listen,
I've had that ex.
but
I
what
brought him on
y'all-
the show. I left him alone on the show. So
But Joe, but Miss Denise and Joe,
Go ahead.
what y'all will be willing and not willing to do is concrete. We get that point. But with what y'all just said, y'all gave credence to why
Nope.
somebody wouldn't trust it.
no.
Why wouldn't you
Because
trust
I'ma
it?
tell you
hold up,
something.
this don't have nothing to do with the fact that they're coming into y'all inbox and lying to their folks saying that they friends. Y'all are irrelevant to the point of the real action. The action would be the lying that there's somebody that's a friend and we don't know per se.
Right, so
and
that's
we will be
why I
out of
said-
pocket to say why not.
But this is the difference, and maybe we're on 3 different deals here, because what I'm still on is if you're with me and my ex and I are still friends. Well, that's different from saying somebody who I have no idea who this is in my inbox.
I agree, but I say the premise still is the same whether you've
that's the
been
man
with
that
them
you
or not.
with. And if you don't
Whether
trust
you've
him, then
been
that's
with
on
them or
y'all.
not, or whether it's a new person. Let's
Okay,
say it's a new person and y'all been going steady. This they frame of mind. That's not what's
I got
actually
you.
happening.
Sure.
But in their frame of mind, they're like, alrighty, y'all cool, whatever. But when I am around y'all, it's something different. We
Okay.
did say
So
this.
are
we
we-
said this with Country Wayne when it
Okay.
came to Old Girl.
Okay.
We know
So
they
are we
separated,
back-
but we can hear something different.
So are we saying inbox is stranger? The other way is an ex. So where are
No,
we
I'm
right
saying
now?
the premise is still the same.
I understand
regardless.
everything he's saying. Okay. But let me just say this for everybody. If you chose that man or that woman, right? And
chose
you
to stay there.
and you feel that way, leave.
Correct. Because what's gonna happen?
Because
is, that's not
no,
gonna be-
bro,
I'ma
you
tell
can't
something.
you can't tell a grown
No,
ass
I'ma
woman and a
tell you
grown
what
ass
I-
You
woman.
say
I'ma
that
tell
like
you
that's
something.
easy, but
Hold
you
up.
go off the premise of leaving, right? It's real
Okay.
easy to say if it's
not.
not true.
It's not, because I was there and that boy cheated at least 17 times. That was on me because I shouldn't have stayed after a few times. But it was on me.
But you stayed because of pride.
Right. I stayed because she wasn't finna have him, because most
That's
women do.
what I'm saying.
Most women is, oh no, I'm not finna let you win. My thing is, it's all about who you're dating or who you're married to. So if you trust that person, first of all, I hope you trust them before you marry them. But if you have an issue about trust, you don't need to marry them. And if you have an issue about trust, whether you leave the first time or the 5th time, that's going to be a horrible relationship. And the reason why is because you have trust issues with that person.
Exactly.
I say this. It's easy for somebody to just say, just move on.
No, I'm not saying that, because it wasn't easy for me to leave
No,
him.
no, I get that. I'm just saying what we're saying now. We're
Okay,
keeping it
so-
in context of what we're saying now. We're
Okay,
saying
so-
now if
Go
you
ahead.
do feel some type of untrust, then that should be a sign to move on, whether you're married or you're in a committed
Not
relationship
necessarily
with a
sign
boyfriend,
to move
girlfriend.
on. You have your conversation. Again, I did not move on because it wasn't
How do you
easy.
approach
Okay,
that?
so-
How do you approach that conversation?
Well, you're gonna have conversations. Whether that's, most people will argue, most people are gonna ask questions. This is my whole take on this. When
Sure.
you're grown, especially with what we all have to deal with anyway out here, if you're dating someone or if you're with this person, not married, but if you're with this person and you don't trust what this person is saying, yeah, you need to start packing up, because it's only going to be an issue throughout that relationship.
Okay.
It's always going to be well, who is this? or who is that? I mean, that's just the beginning of it. How can you be with someone if they're saying they don't trust you from the beginning? Because that's what they're saying. Every time you can speak to somebody, they're gonna say, "Oh, you know her." So how long do you stay? I know it's not gonna be easy. That's why a lot of people still stay.
I think that's different from somebody that's just self-conscious of everything moving versus somebody that watches what the interaction is.
Okay, so
if somebody is watching what y'all interaction is,
then that's a conversation.
Okay, so can I say this, nephew, to both of y'all? My situation, Denise, I don't know if you can preach to this, but I can preach to this here, okay? I had a situation where a young man came into a woman's life, what's my friend, right? And he told her that, you know, I really like you a lot, you know, so on and so on. But that dude, Joe Lockett, right, I don't trust him, right? And I don't like, you know, blah, blah, blah. And so I would, you know, if for us to move forward, basically, he wanted me to, you know, to bump, you know, be gone. So she came and told me what was going on, right?
Why did she do that?
Right? No, bruh.
Why did she do that?
I said, same thing I would told Denise, right? Okay, no problem. And I went and talked to old boy, right? And said, hey, dude, bruh, it ain't like that, but I respect what's going on, right? I said, so you'll never have to worry about me again, okay? Now, what happened later on?
I'm guessing he cheated.
No. What did she do?
I don't know.
She still, 6 months later, started contacting me without him knowing about it. Had nothing to do with me. And I told her, I said, hey, baby girl, you don't need to do this because, but she's like, I don't give a damn. You're my friend, blah, blah, blah. So she started to find.
I'm not a secret friend.
No, but what I'm saying, but I'm telling you what women do. And if I was a dog, you see what I'm saying? I would have went ahead and kept pursuing it. But I told her, I said, hey, I don't need no issues from your man. I don't need him pulling up on me. I said, so we can be friends. I said, but only call me if you need something. I got your back. Before you talking and we communicating or whatever, I said, we don't need to do that because I said, you're in a whole relationship with old boy. Because I respect what old boy was saying. Because if you're my friend, you're my friend. And if a man is, I would say if he's insecure about whatever he was insecure about me, I get it. I need to respect it because he's the one doing for you. He's the one, you know what I'm saying, whatever you got to, that's your man. So if I know that another man is trying to get with one of my friends, right, and he don't like me being around, right, you know what I'm saying, because I'm single, right, and he thinks that it may be, which in that situation it wasn't, but I got where he was coming from, I backed off. But let me tell y'all fellas and y'all women something. Y'all ain't got the problem with the other person. The person that you should have a problem with is the one that's bringing to you that said that they're going to keep that person around. Because whatever they decide to do for you, as soon as you make their ass mad, guess what they're going to do? And I promise you, you can get mad at me, but I'm telling you, when that person breaks off what they want to, and they didn't really want to do it, and if I got to ask any woman to get rid of a man friend for me, right? That's the wrong woman to be with.
You shouldn't have
That's what you took from that? Hold on.
Bro,
because Joe,
bruh,
she was all the way wrong in that.
Bruh, no.
She was all the way wrong in that.
She was all the way wrong, but nephew, like I said, when a woman is in love with a man, right, and she knows how her man is, she will be the one to tell her.
But Joe, just like we'll hold a dude accountable to how he sometimes can breed an insecurity in this woman for no reason, she definitely did, and she confirmed it. Why did you go around this dude back secretly to keep up with a friend?
Because he chose her.
That already sounds suspect.
Okay, but
that already sounds suspect.
Okay, again, has nothing to do with me.
No. But you confirmed his suspicions when you did that.
What I confirmed,
you completely validated.
No, I did not. What I validated was that he
picked
the wrong person.
Joe.
No, but I'm saying when you pick that person and you put yourself in that situation, you know who that person is before you even get with them.
Cool.
You're just trying to control them. Cool. When a woman got a lot of friends, okay?
But Joe, it's
there's
a
50-50 chance that she can smash and vice versa. Come on, let's be real.
But
okay?
Joe, it's a difference from suspicion versus confirmation.
No, bro, it isn't. If you enter a situation with a man or a woman, nephew, and you see that she got a lot of dudes around her or he got a lot of women around him, right? You're entering into that environment which he was already has made for himself.
That's
so
fine.
Hold on. No, it's not fine. Because now you're finna come in and try to regulate something that you're probably not going to regulate. It's going to be show. If that man got a lot of women friends, do you really believe it makes women happy that he drops them for you? But did he really? And vice versa for the men. Did she really? You should if you're an insecure person, right, and you want your man or woman to be that person, you need to find somebody that does not have that kind of environment around them. And if they do, you shouldn't have to tell a woman that's in love with you, a man that's in love with you, that they need to drop their friends. They will.
But Joe, this is why I said this confirmed it, and that's the difference from suspicion versus confirmation. Let's use you.
Sure.
You're a dude that has a lot of women that are around you or frequent, right?
Yes.
Okay, with that understood, you already say multiple times, you're not entertaining nobody.
Yeah.
You are focused on work.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's say you finally entertain somebody, but what you've been saying was that you will entertain nobody. You're focused on work.
Okay.
All these folks are just friends,
Okay.
right? We still on the same page?
For right now.
Okie dokie. Now you move on with this lady and it get more serious. Y'all ain't married, but you in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say now that y'all are starting to get serious, one of your friends, she don't like you being around.
Okay.
Cool. Now this is where the suspicion come in, because she don't like how you move with whoever it is you want to apply it to. But you know for a fact, it ain't nothing outside of this because we just friends. What you tripping about? Cool. Now you go out of your way to keep in touch with something that all three of y'all squashed. It was talked about that all three of y'all together. Yo, baby girl, you ain't got nothing. Look, this is my brother. This is my brother. I don't look at not Joe. But Joe come out of nowhere and keeps contact secretly with old girl. Now you as the woman would feel, golly, if y'all are just friends, why is it you feel the need to be so secretive about this brother?
Okay.
Hold on. Let him finish. Let him finish.
So now I'm going to feel away because it's like, wait a minute. In a way, you kind of confirming what I'm suspicious about you for.
What did I confirm?
Because you still went out of your way to secretly be friends with somebody that told me not to worry.
But what did I confirm though? Because I'm still talking to. What did I confirm?
That you're going out of your way to be secretly friends with somebody that said you're not.
Okay, but what did I confirm?
So what I see is, I love my friend. He is like a brother to me. I love my dude that I'm with, but because he don't want me to talk to him, I will, and that's my issue. That's what I tried to say from the beginning.
Would you go out of your way to hide it?
Go out of my way
to hide the fact that you're still keeping in touch with him?
I probably would. And the reason, and Joe and I have nothing on the other side.
We don't.
But I don't want to lose my man because I care about him a lot. And this is my
You don't
friend.
think that's going to be counterproductive?
But hear me out. I love him because I'm with him. But this is my friend. Regardless when that man is there or not, this is my friend. He's held me down too many times as my friend, as a brother to me. But because you have insecure issues about my relationship with him, I'm going to try to hold off as long as I can. After so long, I am going to have to remove myself from the relationship. That's me, though. Because if you're doing this to somebody who I truly look at as my brother, then what else are you going to do?
But if you're going to do that to somebody you truly use as your brother, cool. You know how many folks lie and say that's your brother?
But that's them.
But hold up, I got that. This ain't applied to y'all too.
No. What I'm saying,
this is applied to people in a blanket situation that lie and say the same words.
But hear me out. It doesn't apply to us, but at the same time, I am human. So as a female, I'm saying everybody's different is my point. Everybody has how they are. So if I have to secretly say something, it ain't gonna be no secret because I'm gonna let you go. For some other people, they are okay with saying, hey, I can't be friends with you anymore. For some other people, everybody's different. Nobody's wrong on how they think or how they feel. Nobody's wrong. I will say this though, when that table turns, then they'll understand. Because some of the women are saying, well, no, you shouldn't be friends. Okay, you have a friend. a true friend, nothing but a friend. A dude come in, they'll understand. But dang, I gotta pick between my man, who's not my husband yet. So I don't even know we're gonna get there.
Do you guys believe that true mature people can weed out between somebody that's an actual friend and somebody that is saying
are
they
you
are?
saying the person
I'm saying when you see the interactions.
I don't think a man or woman have the discernment.
To be honest, a true mature person who really got a lot going on in their life, I ain't looking for that. I'm gonna be real. I'm not looking for that. What I'm looking for is, hey, you a grown man. You know what's right. You know what's wrong. You know how to disrespect me and respect me, whether you're in my face or not. That's even a female friend of mine. You're my friend. You're my friend. So for me, I got too much stuff. I'm doing too many things to have to worry about or keep up with some man. He's not my child.
But already, it's if you got two people that has the vibe and their interactions don't even hint to anything that could be misunderstood, you get it. You kind of already got the vibe and the feel from it. When I see y'all too, it's kind of irking me when y'all say y'all dated, because I'm like, y'all don't even handle each other in that way.
We did.
Yeah, you too. Y'all don't handle each other in that way.
No. He was for real when it was like 10 seconds, real talk.
It wasn't even
talking about now. I ain't talking about then.
No.
Not about even then.
Let's clear this up. No, let's clear this up
Oh
on the
my
air.
God.
Let's clear this up on the air.
I'm talking about now. I know then.
No, that's nasty.
But that's my.
I'm just saying, real talk. At the end of the day,
That's
right?
my point.
Y'all see Joe on here. I didn't kill him.
You know what I'm saying? But real
Man,
talk.
Joe couldn't handle this, and I couldn't deal with Joe.
But that's my point.
And we knew that.
So if
Jump
somebody
Street.
was to come over and be so self-conscious about what's clearly not handled in that way,
But you know
then
something? But the guy
by
did.
all means, I take y'all points all day.
But hold up, I did
But
have
it's a slippery
one.
slope.
But I did have one. You forgot now. He said the guy who said that he was bald head and him and Mark are bald head. Okay. And it's like, let me go and squash this on air.
But can I say this though? I think to each his own what your security or your insecurities are as a person, right? Because the way I handle things is not the way you handle things. But the thing is, whether that friend is a friend or not a friend, you don't have a problem with the friend. You got a problem with the person that you chose. Because the person that you chose is the one that's going to cheat on you.
May cheat on you.
May cheat. I'm saying, but if that's the case, right, the person that you chose, if they cheat, that's your real problem. You chose wrong. Joe Lockett, you chose wrong. It ain't the ex that she's friends with. Joe, you chose a person that's a cheater. You see what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying when we choose these people and you come in, as I come in and say, I don't like that guy that you with. Well, she may, make that guy disappear for me. And I'm just saying for Joe Lockett, right? But if she's a cheater, right, she's still going to cheat with that guy, even though I don't see anything. And I'm not saying
but it don't have to be with that guy.
But
if she's a cheater, she's gonna cheat.
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, some people would do what they need to do to appease you. But can I say this to everybody? Because I think y'all done really went way south in this relationship, this conversation. The person that you choose, if you're a man and you choose this woman, if you're a woman and you choose this man, they know you. They're not going to put you in an incompromisable situation that you have to tell them to back your friends off. Okay? That's the real of this. No, but seriously, if I love you and I know I got a friend, but I know the person that I'm falling in love with, I know how you are. I know what you want. I'm not going to wait for you to come tell me I need to pump this person off, because as a man, I already know that, okay, she fine as hell. She this here. But the girl that I like, she ain't about that life. So
I'm going to put a twist in it.
But what if your partner is oblivious to the situation?
You're not oblivious. There's nobody. Nobody's never that oblivious, bro.
Let's put a twist in it.
Nobody's never that damn oblivious.
Is your children's mother, or your ex is your children? He's your children's father, because that's something
different.
Hold up, I said I'm
different.
Gonna put a twist in it.
That's way different.
I said I should have put a twist in it. So when it came to my ex, and again, I can speak of him because we are really true friends.
Right.
His children's mom.
Mm-hmm.
women, we have that intuition. We really do. We recognize some stuff, like you've said before. Men understand. Y'all recognize some things,
right?
And I told him, I never told him. Of course, you can't tell your kids that father. You can't talk to your child's father anymore.
Yeah.
So, but that's an ex, okay? So with this situation, we were fine. She accepted me, yada yada yada. And when he told her we were getting married, I saw it's like a shift. Don't know. I'm like, why? I never said, well, you need to stop talking to her. It's no way for me to say that. That's still an ex, okay? So fast forward, he and I aren't together. He's married and everything to a whole nother female, all right? Because he and I broke up. It just didn't work. He's married to a different female. He and I are still friends. Kind of find out, well, she goes to his job, the kid's mom.
Baby mama.
The kid's mom, and say, I love you. And I want us to be a family again. Now, what do? Of course, he and I weren't together. He was telling me about it, but I picked it up. The thing is, regardless if it's the kid's mom, your ex-wife who have no children together, somebody who you never got married to, an ex is an ex. I'm sorry. So do you say you only can talk to your ex, your kid's mom, when I'm in the room? Or when you go pick up your kids, I want to be in the car? It's different. Exes can come different ways.
But I think it's all about how you handle it. That's
I guess that's my point with if I don't have kids by this man, if we've never been married, but we've truly just been friends. We are truly friends.
But that's why I was saying what I said earlier before, you know what I mean, took the side. But I was like, how you handle each other, I need to see how you guys handle each other before I start making assumptions, before I start judging things.
But we're used to each other.
But that's what I was saying. For like somebody that been there,
we honestly we can finish each other's sentences. Like we're used to
but
each
that's
other.
somebody that been there. That's somebody that's been a part. I'm just now being involved in it already. And now when I'm starting to be involved in it, okay, cool. I hear you guys saying all of that, but let me see how you handle each other. And if you handle each other like that, then by all means, it's no threat.
If you're coming into the picture, you don't even know how we handle each other.
But that's what he asked. That's what he asked at the beginning. If you dealt with somebody, but they're still in touch with the ex, and we brought in the caveat of what if they've been there for a long time, And if they've been there for a long time, I don't see the problem in seeing how each other move and judging accordingly.
I just go back to what I said. Everybody has their own way of how they are.
Yeah.
If you don't want your mate to converse with an ex, is it just the ex or is it just women? Period. Is it if you're insecure about your relationship?
What if it's not so much about the ex doing it to you as it is how you feel about yourself? Like, say for instance, I don't want to be in a situation where I'm going to get played and look stupid.
Well, you know something? You don't need to be in any type of relationship.
Don't enter that relationship.
And I'm not just talking about with a man or woman.
I'm with you. Yeah, don't enter
what
that
people
relationship.
have to understand is you're going to be hurt. Period. You're going to be hurt at least once in your life.
You don't think it matters how?
You're going to be hurt at one point in your life.
That's a blanket statement. You don't think it matter how? Because that's why it's a thing of trauma.
But you can't control how.
I get that. Nobody's trying to control how and when pain comes to you. But if you see something and it happened to you multiple times or at least once or twice, you're gonna run into it still going for it.
Nephew,
the same way. You're gonna go through the same door even though you know you're gonna hurt yourself.
Nephew, can I say this? Okay, and I'm gonna let y'all cook, right? But I want.
When I call people insecure, I didn't call the person insecure. What I said, Erica, was you insecure about that situation. Turn it around.
Turn it around.
Nope. Turn it around.
You finna get us started.
Turn it around.
Turn it.
You know I'm in Virgo, and I don't give a red ass about them. Because I specifically said as a grown 45-year-old woman, and I've never told my age. I said insecure about the situation.
Okay, so
something has happened in your life for you to be insecure about something dealing with this situation or this relationship.
Right.
So if I've never been played, because I have, and I have played, I'm very open about it.
Right.
If I've never been played, I won't really know what to look for. You what I'm saying? Or if nobody around me has ever had that happen, then I can't go in and say, oh, well, you can't be with friends because I've never heard about it.
Okay, so
I've never had it happen. I've been there.
But when we're talking about this, again, let me make sure everybody. No, we cool. No, but I want everybody to understand this. But what I want everybody to understand is this right here, right at the end of the day, is when we're talking about this, it's not applying to you if it's not your situation.
And you can't call anyone messy or petty because of how they think. I specifically said everybody have their own way of thinking. Hold on, Joe. Everybody have their own way of thinking. Everybody have their own way of whatever it is. You just listening to us. You just on here.
But I think what Erica is saying is messy. I understand this, but what I'm saying is she's saying it because it's messy for her. It's chaotic for her.
But she said insecure. And when I made the statement insecure, I want to put it out there. I never said the person's insecure. There are different type of insecurities. You can be insecure about your relationship. You can be insecure about your looks. You can be insecure about your shoot. There are different levels of insecurity. I know people who fine as hell, fine, woman fine, and they're insecure about their looks.
Right.
That's what but they're not insecure about their relationships.
Right.
So there are different levels of that. Nobody is wrong, and I said that. Nobody is wrong on how they feel.
Right.
Do I feel that, as grown as people, you cannot tell somebody what to do? Right. You cannot tell someone who you can and cannot be friends with. If you want to do that, stay by your damn self. And I don't even curse on here. Right. Stay by yourself, because if that's a question, you're going to question every female at that point. Yeah. And you can't tell me you won't.
Right. And this is what I would say for people when you're doing that, doing this here, right? I hear what Erica's saying. I hear I see a lot of people disagreeing with us, right? But again, this is what I'm gonna say to y'all, right?
It's not even
your situation and what you're comfortable with is what you're going to go for with the person that you want to date.
Correct.
Right? So that's your comfortability, right? That makes sense to you. But because we're telling you what we see and what we do,
nobody's wrong and nobody's
right. It has
right.
nothing to do with what you are doing. It's chaotic, Erica, for you. That's messy for you because you would not enter those situations, right? But there are people who enter situations where they see a man or a woman that's a friend and they think once they get in that they can change it. You wouldn't enter that. So it won't be chaotic for you. But there are people right now that are in a relationship that don't like the woman friend that he has some women will say they don't want them to be friends because of how the woman looks. Because I was told if you were ugly, it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Let's just be real about it.
That's very true.
I was told I said it.
Now, one thing I can tell you, a woman would never have a problem with you if she think the woman is no threat to her. Yeah. Let me say that.
So
and vice versa.
Nobody
so I'm gonna say this.
Come by the house.
Now I'm gonna be real honest with y'all women on here, right? And men. If you don't feel that dude is no threat, which means that he can't compete with you, you would never tell your friend or your husband or your wife or your girlfriend or boyfriend that they can't be friends with them.
And if you say opposite, you a lie.
And this is why I say the insecurity comes in on the person's part because you feel that there's a chance that person, the way they look, that may be a chance that the person that you're with may get with them. And this is what I'm going to say to you. This still goes to me choosing you. If I feel that way about you, I just entered into a situation that I'm insecure and I don't trust the person that I chose. That's the only thing that y'all really need to really think about here. If you trust the person that you chose, the person that you choose for you is not doing that. If you chose a person that you got to tell, in my humble opinion, or suggest anything about their friend, you probably chose the wrong person. Because when you start telling grown people what you don't like, and they didn't do it themselves, and I'm going to say this for men, if a man don't get rid of a woman when he started dating you and he still be friends with her around you, either he don't respect you or he's telling you the truth, or that situation is what it is.
But you see how many ors you had to bring?
Yes, but because that's life.
That is life. Life is not black and white.
Y'all make it seem like this is a cookie cutter process.
No,
right?
no, I don't think nobody's trying to make it sound like that.
Me and Denise could be smashing. We could be friends, or we could be business partners, right?
And I'm gonna be honest with you. You would think that the man I'm with, that was my homeboy.
But that's what I'm saying is, so when you choose your man, and when you choose your boyfriend, you choose your girlfriend, you choose your husband, you choose your wife. I believe, I'm gonna say for Joe Lockett, if I choose you, right, I shouldn't have to tell you or suggest to you anything. If you love me enough and you know how I get down and you respect how I am, you gonna fix that situation yourself.
If it's a situation.
If there's a situation, but I'm saying,
but not all the. I'm not saying.
But guess what? A woman would do for Joe Lockett that loves me. She will make sure that Joe Lockett understands this person. Your friend, that's your true friend, right? Will make sure that Joe Lockett is at peace, because that ain't my job. It ain't never my job if I'm dating you to come to you about that side. That is not my job. I'm just being honest. But but hold on, nephew. Hold on. Let me speak for a second. What y'all are doing as a person, if you have to say something to the person that you're with, you're probably with the wrong person.
I should never have to tell my man, I don't want you being friends with your ex or your girl, your homegirl. You should never have to do that.
Let me read some of y'all comments here. If that person is real friend, they would understand. I agree with that.
They would understand, but they don't. But the thing is, understand what?
No,
because that is at that point, it's like me saying, Joe, we can't be friends anymore, and you understand it. It's not gonna go.
Okay, but I think people heard it before. But when you told me what the dude you was talking to said, what did I say?
Which one?
The guy that had a problem with me and Mark.
Oh
no, but you said what you said. But what did I say?
You were like, you understand.
I said, hey, no problem.
Yeah.
And Mark said the same exact same thing.
But they didn't say they weren't going to be my friend. That key word is friend. They didn't say they weren't going to be my friend. It was simply you fell back.
Yeah.
And I respected that. However, he had to fall off.
But hold the thing.
I wasn't having that.
But hold the thing.
Tell me who I can have as friends or not. I know male friends.
Me falling back was not calling her once or twice a month.
But you know that's why folks is getting these type of vibes from y'all. Not that y'all dealing with each other like that.
Yeah.
Let's not get confused. I'm saying when they hear you guys take these stances and y'all so impromptu about what it is somebody gonna tell you to do. I don't think it's so much about that as it is being susceptible to insecurities that you clearly do have. Like, we're not gonna act like, if we're gonna keep it real, we're not gonna act like everybody don't get in a relationship and have some type of deep-rooted insecurity that they have to get past. Everybody that get to these points, even in long-lasting marriages, probably got into it with some type of insecurity, and they still lasted. So when we coming across this hurdle for certain people, when they hear that, it's like, well, golly, you're telling me not to use common sense in areas? You're telling me that I can't weed out what I see could be a problem?
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get it. That y'all said that y'all it's for everybody in shots. Shoe fits all.
But nephew, I'm gonna go to be empathetic and sympathetic to what you're saying. Okay, you said that you have that issue, right, with the situation. So if I'm your woman or I'm your man, I'm going to sit down and we should have that conversation,
by all means,
about what you are feeling, right?
By all
and
means.
Why you feel the way you feel. Because right now, the current situation that we're in and what I'm doing has nothing to do with what you're feeling about me. You see what I'm saying? So it is now time for me to have a conversation with my baby to say, okay, baby, what is really going on? Because to right now, I'm just hypothetically speaking, nothing has happened. You just don't like Denise and all the other women around me, right? So let's sit down and talk about that. Where's this coming from and what's going on? Because if I don't sit down with the woman that I love and figure out what is going on with her, no matter what goes forward, she is going to be putting her hurt on me. And I'm going to have to deal with that if I'm going to be with her. And that's unfair to me. Regardless of the women, we need to make sure the people that we're with, that we deal and meet them in the place that they are, whatever words y'all want to use, whether it's hurt, insecure, trauma, past experiences, whatever. When someone brings you something and say that they have a problem with it and you haven't done anything to that point, I think we need to sit down and have a conversation. And if we can't come to a meeting of the minds, we may have to part ways, because at that point, there is no problem. The problem is that you got a problem with what probably may happen, right? So at that point in time, we need to talk about that. I think that's the crust of everything that we're talking about.
That's definitely a conversation.
You know what I'm saying? So if we can't get past that conversation, right, we're not equally yoked at that point. And so whatever relationship we got, we need to dissolve it.
It goes back to what I said before. If you don't have that conversation, for me, you ain't got to worry about no conversation. But if we don't have that conversation, you're saying X, it can be every woman you can think of. And you having an attitude or catching attitudes with it.
Okay.
That's a problem.
It's not saying that you're so D, it's not saying that she's the problem. Okay, but what y'all got to understand is if you told me, D, I'm dating you, like I don't like D and all these other women hanging around you, right? I'm not saying you're the problem, but there is a problem that you have with me. And I didn't do anything, right? I didn't do anything. So where is and the girls that's around me haven't done anything to that point. So what is the issue here? Because either you're trying to control me, trying to make yourself comfortable with the situation that you see that I'm in, because there's nothing at this point has happened. So what is this that you're bringing to me, right? So if you got to bring this to me as a woman that's my girl, right? We need to talk about why are you bringing it to me? Because basically what I would hear if you brought it to me, D, okay, is that I don't want no other woman or you're around these other women. So that's on you.
And that was my whole point. Because once you come to him about, and I get it. Sometimes, again, females, we have those.
D, how am I hold on. I'm sorry, D. MD, how am I deflecting when when you meet me, Denise, Joy, Keisha, all these women are my friends already. How am I deflecting?
Well, it's not to you, but let's say you brought that situation up and the person was only meaning the one lady that y'all seem to have that interaction. You would be deflecting to say, no, so you just don't want me to be around women? No, I kind of just don't trust you with her.
No, okay.
But I have to say this.
Go ahead.
Because with all of us, he have different interactions with each one of us.
He has different interactions, but they may not have been threatening. They may not have came off or hit any type of alert.
The other person...
But you would have made made that reaction.
And he has been
okay,
but that's my point.
Okay, but the other MD.
That's my point.
MD, if I'm dating the woman and I haven't done anything wrong, she met Joe Lockett, who has the Keisha and Joe Lockett Show, who has the Joe Lockett Show, who's on TV, who's creating other things right now. I have a lot of women around me, right? She met that guy. She has. No, but I'm saying, but what I'm saying, he said I'm making it seem like the other person's the problem. The woman comes to me and say, because D got on the cat suit today, right? And she sees D in the cat suit. Now I take a picture, but it's showing everything, and it's showing everything. What I'm saying, right? But my girlfriend comes to me and say, hey, I don't like such and such, such and such. The problem isn't me. The problem. Hold on. This is business. This is what I do. Isn't me. The problem isn't my business. The problem isn't Denise. The problem is the woman that I'm dating right now have a issue with the women that's around me.
Y'all gonna make me sound real sappy on this.
No, but what I'm saying is what I need to do for the girlfriend or the wife that I love, right? I need to have a conversation with her and say, okay, what is it that's the problem?
Denise
Why is it? Hold on. Okay, but what is the problem? Why is this a problem? And what do you want me to do? Because here's the thing, what I would tell her. If nothing has happened and this was happening before you, right? And this is my business, don't make me make a choice. Because this is business. You knew what you was getting yourself into when you met me. Now, if Denise came in afterwards, that's a different story. This is why I say the problem ain't with me. The problem ain't with Denise.
Afterward, would it still be business though?
It would be business, but
good point.
For me, it would be different because if she didn't see this ever and there was no women around me and then other women started to come around me, that would be a different story because she didn't buy into this. But when you see Joe Lockett now, this is what it is.
But and I'm asking because if let's say it's business and okay, I just so happen I come in as a co-host after the fact, but this is still business.
Okay.
It's still about your money.
Okay, so they want to say on the point of exes. Okay, for me, the ex. I'm gonna say this, and I guess we can kill this whole conversation. If your ex is truly who they say they are as an ex, your ex would never be a problem in your current relationship. Let me say this again to everybody to listen. If your ex is seriously who they are, whether they good with you or they bad with you, right? Your ex, if they love you and you love your ex would never make a problem in your current relationship. And if you allow your ex to make a problem in your current relationship, that's on that person that's allowing their ex, because they're probably, like you said, still smashing that person, and they love your ex more than you, and you shouldn't be with that person anyway, because a ex that truly loves their person, the people that I know that I care about, I would never, ever make a problem for them in their relationships. I would never, right? I have women right now, right, that I have friends with, I have been with, and their husbands don't know that they may text me and say, hey, how you doing? Or text me on my birthday and say happy birthday. And we have a very limited conversation. But they still talk to me every blue moon. Ain't nothing there, but that's what they do. Now, y'all can get mad about that and say they cheating or whatever. But I'm telling y'all, that happens all the damn time.
I don't think that's cheating or anything. I think that's just very, very
Eric,
rare.
it's not leaving the door open if I don't want to open
that's,
the door.
that's
Okay,
very, very rare.
Can I address this real quick? Eric, it's not leaving the door open if I'm the ex and I don't want to walk through the door. That's not leaving the door open. Sometimes, Erica, let's see, Erica, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what happened to you in your past. But sometime, right? And I'm not saying good or bad. I don't know. But what I'm saying is everything don't end up bad because that's your ex. And you don't have kids with them. And you don't have kids with them. Everything don't lead back to the bedroom. Sometimes you can just be a friend and that person is a good person in your life and they was there for you and they can still be there for you without smashing or anything else. And I'm being very honest with that. Everything don't lead back to sex, y'all.
In general, how many times you think that play out?
In
general, how many times y'all think that play out?
Okay, but say what now?
In general, how many times do you think that play out?
More than we know.
Come on.
More.
Give me a number. Give me a number at least.
Well, because I didn't research it, I cannot give.
I mean, out your butt. It ain't gotta be facts. It ain't gotta be facts.
Okay,
so
just
on your opinion.
This is what I would say.
On your opinion.
Okay, this is what I would say. If you married the right person, it's going to happen 70 or 80% of the time. If you married the wrong person, that wrong person that you married is going to try to come back and smash you 100% of the time. But if you married the right person and y'all just didn't work out, that person that loves you and want to see you happy, bro, that woman or that man is not going to try to get you in the bed. They're not.
Everything's not about the bed.
I'm trying to tell y'all, man, I know women. I'm that dude too. That I know women that I'm friends with, that's been exes, that's friends of mine. If they call me and they married or they got a boyfriend, and sometimes they need $300-$400 or $1,000 if I got it, I cash at them in a heartbeat and don't think nothing about it. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. I cash them in a heartbeat and don't ask them no question because they know they good for it.
Everybody ex ain't like that.
No, but listen what I'm saying is, I'm telling y'all act like the world is just about if you do this, somebody gonna hold you hostage to it, and that's BS. That is BS. You can be a friend to a person just to be a friend. If you look good, if you smell good, if you got a big booty, if you got a nice beard, you got a nice face, you still can be a good person. I'm a very good person. I don't need to. I got women that I can get with. That's not a problem for me. I ain't bragging, but I'm just saying I can get sex. But if my friend needs me and she fine as hell, if she called me and she got a whole man at home, obviously there's an issue. I'm not going to ask her what the issue is, right? I'm just, if I got it, boom, here it is. Move on. Get it back to me when you can. Now, if y'all sit here and the people who want to be petty about this, saying that you know, if a man does this and a woman does this, y'all live in a whole different world.
Y'all in a super.
But Joe, hold up, Joe. We didn't said that. We didn't said that before. Multiple times on the show. Like that ex is not finna just be doing that for somebody for no reason.
Well,
that's a lot, bro.
Hold up.
That's a lot.
We said that when it came to one of the cases.
And there is a friend of mine who's an
That's a lot.
ex. So there are two different exes we talking about here.
But they was talking about purely just the
okay,
ex.
So
we can't keep bringing in.
Okay,
can't keep bringing in the friends.
Okay, so what am I
doing? We're not
doing?
applying it to just a friend that's an ex too.
I'm an ex. I'm
but
an ex.
if you're just my ex and you're just my ex, we're not friends. You're just somebody we were together. It didn't work out. We don't talk.
Right.
If you do, I'm not even gonna come at you to help ask you to do anything for me. Period. Because you were just my ex. If you are my ex and we actually end up being just really, really good friends, and that key word is friends here, then one, my man is gonna know about him. Number two, now I've gotten in trouble by an ex because I did go to another ex for something.
Okay.
For us. And I found out that you just don't do that.
Right.
I learned my lesson on that. So I can't say I would go to my ex who is my friend and ask for anything. I will come to you. Mm-hmm. You're not my ex.
Right.
I think, and just ending it up here, you do what you do. If you trust your man, trust your man. If you trust your woman, trust your woman. If you do not, have the conversation one, maybe two times, and then you need to leave it alone. And the only reason why I say that is because it's going to continue.
Yes.
You're going to look at, hey, did you know that girl? You spoke to her, so why did you speak to her? Oh, or hey, why did you love her picture? Or hey, why, who want to live like that? Who, especially at our age.
Okay, so MD,
okay.
You said keep it in real, but bro,
Okay.
I'm gonna say I'm keeping it real because I hear what you're saying, and what you're saying has a lot of merit, you and nephew, but you guys can't go back and say that what I did, that I had ill intentions for my ex.
No, but wait. No.
Hold on.
Nobody's applying this to you, Joe.
No, but
Nobody's doing that.
But hold on, but I'm a man that looks good. She
Joe,
asked me
but
for something, and I helped. So
Joe,
y'all
this is
saying that
the problem.
it can't happen. I'm saying it can.
Nobody's saying it can't happen. They're talking about the likelihood of being doped like that. Nobody is trying to say this doesn't happen, period, or that these cases don't involve people. We can see it from y'all two alone. Nobody's trying to apply this to y'all too.
Okay.
We are talking about in general with people dealing with their exes that they go around lying that this they friend. And they may have that intention that you can't weed out. And if
that
you're
goes back,
and again,
Okay.
that, like you said, like you and Miss Denise said tens of times on here.
Well, I'll say
that's on you and how you judge your partner. But when
That's
they're
it.
saying that's exactly what we're doing,
that's
I'll
it.
say this.
it
That's-
comes null
sorry.
and void.
That's it.
I'll say this. We can't take, and they always say one bad apple. Because you or someone you know have experienced that, don't necessarily mean that you will experience it. If we put everybody in the same bucket, then that means, and I have to say it,
Right.
please forgive me, then that means every white person is racist and every black person steal. Simple as that. So, and that's how I end it.
Right.
I'm just being real about it because it's saying, oh, well, if you're a friend, every friend that's a male, you're going to cheat.
I don't think
Or every
nobody's
female-
doing the general on that.
Well,
like that.
honestly, a few of them comments I read.
Well,
So-
I'm not speaking for those.
No,
I'm only speaking
I'm
for the
cool.
ones that's like, yo, I don't want to be doped into thinking the same things going off of what I'm clearly going to be met with. And I think I think the people that think like that believe you, Miss Denise. They're not saying that I don't want to be hurt in life. They're not saying I don't want to be, I'm not going to go out here because I'm scared to love for real. No, they're saying when I see certain things that
That's
raise
not what
certain
they're saying.
questions.
No, that's not what they said.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what you said. You said they. What they said was, if you have a
for the
ex,
ones
you
that
don't
agree
need to be
with it. That's
friends
what I'm
with
saying. That's what I'm saying. The ones that agree with me. I know I'm saying if I see certain signs and I see certain things,
Move away.
I'm not going, and I'm going
Move
to
away.
adjust it how I can for my ex. If that gets me to stay with her and we move past it, then let's
Right.
move past it and
Right.
don't make me have to wonder something else anymore.
Gotcha.
That's
And
my
what
thing.
happened to you though?
But
And
that's
so-
peace of mind. Exactly.
And you
He
said
gave me a
how-
lot to not worry about
that
no more.
happened to you.
and so-
the thing was, you had the conversation, and you were comfortable with it.
Right.
But it'd been a different thing if she went behind my back and now they secretly doing conversations.
Right. but
Now
you,
that's the
you
eyebrow
were grown
raise.
about it though. You were grown about it because what you could have done was you saw something that really wasn't there and left.
Yeah, off of
So
the whim.
Right. So it goes off of one, how much do you care about that person?
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of feeling, okay, that's how you are.
Yeah.
That piece is great. Then you may have some, like I said in my situation,
Right.
that the ex actually did love him and wanted to be back with him. So there are different things that's going to happen. I've been on
you're
both
right.
sides. I've been all around it. So I only can speak from my experience,
Right.
from playing the person. But I've never had a friend, and I never had a man that told me that that was my friend I was smashing or anything. I've never done that. but I have had it where it was done to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that was his best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Best, quote unquote, friend. She came to the door in lingerie. So it's not, when people say, oh, well, I have been there. I have been hurt. Like I'm finna unalive this person.
Kristen make a good point here, y'all. You have to use common sense in this situation.
Really, that's it.
Right. And what MD, Erica, Shar, Tam, everybody is saying here, I got you. Nobody's wrong. And you said this, D. Mm-hmm. Nobody is wrong in what you're saying. Right.
But you can't beat up somebody else because they don't think that way.
You can't.
I do agree with that.
You can't beat up somebody because they disagree with what you're saying and they're saying it their way. I think all of us has our valid points, right? And you're comfortable with what you're comfortable with.
Correct.
I'm comfortable with what I'm comfortable with, right? The debate really got into what Joe Lockett is comfortable with, what Denise is comfortable with, what Erica is comfortable with.
I tolerate a lot of stuff that you won't.
But I'm saying, but what MD and Erica is comfortable with, right? Or anybody else who was on their side with nephew and everybody, y'all comfortability is different than Denise's and ours, right? The way we look at it. But that don't make y'all wrong. And that don't make y'all right on what we're saying in this conversation. I appreciate everybody debating it.
But what I will say is wrong is don't go calling someone something, whether it's petty or foolish. You can't do that because I can do the same.
Right.
We just think differently.
Right.
I have been hurt, not one time, not two times, not three, not four.
I think everybody have, yeah.
Right. So because I have been hurt, that don't mean I'm gonna take it out on the next guy. And if you say that's your friend, and because my past, he said that was his friend, so that can't be your friend.
I do agree with that.
I'm not that person. You have to look. You have to when you meet someone that is a different person, a different time, and you have to look at it from a totally different space. Until you can do that, you don't need to date. You need to work on you.
And again, that's to each its own.
Because if you don't, if you're still hurt, that hurt is gonna fall over to every person you touch.
I agree with you. And the point that I'm making here, when you go into a situation, I'm speaking specifically for Joe Lockett, and you see how I live my life, don't enter my world trying to change it.
Hey, y'all, let me just go and put it out there. Don't enter his world right now. For the next 5 to 10 years, baby, don't do it. But I love him, but I'm going to tell you, sister. Right. Don't.
But what I'm saying is, if you enter a person with a world like mine, right?
You cannot be insecure.
Don't exactly, and don't come in trying to change him or her, because what's going to happen is you're going to wind up getting yourself disappointed
and dismissed,
right? Either from him or just because of what they would not do. And this has nothing to do with anybody else, because I think sometimes, right, when you get into people's lives and you be with somebody, you want them to be that person, but you need them to do this so they can be that person for you. And then that becomes the issue for y'all. That's all I'm saying. Take that for what it is, y'all.
This was my therapy session because I'm going to call my ex and tell them we can get back together.
Sounds like a plan. All right, yeah, we react based on our experiences. Casey, sometimes it's good to remove yourself from a thought process to be unbiased. I agree with that.
And that's what
I do self-love. I am do self-love. Again,
love self-love.
Yeah, and again, like I said, we got to start projecting onto somebody what you think they may do. Right? Stop doing that because you don't know.
You don't know.
Right? I don't know what you may do. Yeah, is it likely? Sure. It is. You're two consenting adults. But if you think it's likely, don't enter into that relationship or back away. That would be my only thing to everybody, right?
And just because the woman is beautiful don't mean that she probably... Baby, it's the ugly ones.
Well, can I say this to everybody? No. But, you stupid. But I'm going to say this to everybody.
It just registered what she said.
But I'm going to say this to everybody. Can I actually... we don't need to go any further on it because this whole show's been on this in different variations. But I want to say this before we get out of here, right? This would tell you if you're insecure or not.
What?
No, not you. Not you.
Oh.
No, I know. I'm talking about men and women, right? This would tell you whether you're insecure or not, right? Is it really about the person or is it really about you?
It's about you.
No. This would tell the difference. If they're dealing with somebody you know that's not a threat to you, would you push them away? No, I'm saying. But this is a test to you.
But that's
if that person, that's what I'm saying. So if the person that you're dealing with, and you see that other person and you don't feel they're a threat to you and you don't say nothing, but you say something to somebody who feels a threat to you, that's about you. If you feel the same way about the other person that you don't think that can do, they may do something with, then you're legitimate in your reasoning. But if it's because that person right there, that has more to do with you than it has to do with them. All right, guys. You guys have a great evening. We love y'all. We do.
No, I don't.
Denise don't love y'all. I do. I don't take none of this. I take it with a grain
No,
of
I
salt.
don't.
Oh
All
my
right.
goodness.
Je t'aime tellement, je t'aime et liberté. What does all that mean?
Bye, y'all.
I love y'all.